welcome to the KMP podcast. I'm your favorite host, Kiopa. Those who know me, bayazi ukuthi ngiyashaya inamba. Mara today, asikho lapho kuma DJ ne.
Yeah, today not a change today.
Today it's prasocha.
Yeah, praso. Yeah, mara my guy, normally bataba pizza praso. You know, galaksa khola those grootmans au kas.
Sure.
Senedi tsotsi.
Yeah.
Nobody pizza bra James, bra Jabu, praso. So it's like ish. Motsara praso man ish guys man. Mr. Solly.
Okay, Miss. Okay,
or nice, Mr. S. Or okay. Mr. S.
Sure. Okay, sure. Mr. Solly, let's take it from the top, eh?
Sure.
Who is Mr. Solly? So we can, yeah. Mr. Solly.
Mr. Solly, this guy originally from Limpopo.
Okay.
Grew up in Limpopo, Khanyani, and then later, so family like ila movela to Tembisa, you know.
Oh, okay.
And then now, I think I was around the age of 6 to 7.
Okay.
Now I'm going to expose my age now. So at that time, they get us sub A. What is sub A? It's grade what,
man? Grade 1, no.
Grade 1.
Yeah, what year was this?
I'm not an exposer or what year. Otherwise, I get to expose my age.
Yeah, it's fine.
No. But somewhere there, you know. Yeah, so Ramuvela got Tembisa and then I grew up in the township of Tembisa, my guy.
How was it like during that time?
Growing up there?
Yeah.
Number one, so let me start with my family background.
Yeah.
So I grew up without a father. I mean, it's common in South Africa. I mean,
it's common.
Yeah, it's very common.
South Africa is a fatherless country.
Yeah, because
so a lot of fathers are absent anyway, you know. So then I'm from that space where I grew up without a father. I grew up without a mother in a way because my mom was busy, my guy.
Oh, okay.
And even today I can't tell you what mama mega busy. You know that mama was busy.
Yeah.
Abeko.
So too busy
So my mom will drop me there and no aunt, no aunt, young sus, young lahelele, go family, a couple time, and clan family, a couple time like whatever. You know, family kokwa kang susele emfane.
I go to an abosho papa.
No, benga show. You know, una mama banga stable.
Oh, okay.
So mama mutatu mtana kamfake ku auntie bani bani. I don't know auntie bani bani asus mtana kamfake ku malume bani bani. Amsusela. So emfana bengithora jo. But finally, and then I was going to no kokwa.
Okay, it's Tembisa.
Yeah, it's Tembisa.
Okay, which section?
Makulo.
Oh, okay.
That's Makulo. Makulo, Ndulwini. That's Begwenzakala. Namtambe.
Yeah.
Mawbe ada bo ya yazo.
Ukhulele eMakulo.
Yeah, ukhulele eMakulo. So growing up in Makulo. So now, remember, naturally. So umuntu mela khulisa itime ane old lady. So if itime aliko old lady aliko, so as a young boy or as a young child, you'll always try to find a way to create a mother figure and a father figure.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. In fact, automatically was told and so phone and if it's a stress next door, you put a grand, so well, so one a mother figure. When if you're going to maneka, say kanga or yenza whatever, and a pegel and one was washikaria and bam, in so one a father figure kind of like, you know.
Oh, okay.
So with me then, so I grew up with my uncle. So uncle am time he be famous at Tembisa. And about to prajo fit. Yeah, Makutmanakdal, yeah, he be famous. Semakulo. Yeah, Semakulo. So the uncle am Liana Otiame. So for me he was more like a father. You know? Because we could relate at the peer level and we could relate in so many ways. Nalena. So he was more like a father to me, you know. But the problem is that guy needs to say blind.
Oh, that's why he was famous.
Yeah, he was famous. You know, I mean, guys, you must remember. Now I come from an era where pre-1994, I experienced all these riots and whatever this political violence in Kata ANC. Post 1994. And remember pre-1994 you know, IPAM is by gas. I mean, we would access IPAM from Emma Hostel because there was a fight between Inkatha and ANC.
I don't want to just like divert from there, but
yes.
Who was sourcing these guns?
No, I mean, IPAM is where they were still, I mean, at that time. So anybody would go there and source these guns. Because remember at that time, when I was still, Foslo, Tembisa, abantu befoslo bazokutshela Tembisa, Katlehong.
Yeah.
those political violence were very rife, you know, and they became like a norm to a point where because we knew ukuthi ngaboma 11 12 ebusuku inkati izofika la izodubula ekasi yenzeni so nathi bekumele sibene ibhamu so that's why ibhamu isibhaya besigcwele ekasi.
So you want to tell me ukuthi wena vele like the time usakhula bonaso isibhamu vele?
Yeah, but not at that age. At that age, I used to see guns around me. Because the violence was very rife.
Also, it was normal for you to see
Yeah, it was normal. I mean, it was normal. It was normal. And then post 1994, and that's where now we had this mindset, Yoguti, we are struggling because of the white people, because of the apartheid regime. So, they used to tell us, good guys, there's a reason why Mankga mla hlala kuma suburbs na hlala eKasi. There's a reason why kune township. And there's a reason why more figure a town abantwana baMankga labavanga ama transport amabhasi ama transport.
The system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And manje laba labantu bagroti ngithi bastela rere. And then bathi guys, one of the ways for us to repossess what was stolen from our forefathers, our grandfathers, from our ancestors and whatever, is to crime.
So you had that thought at that age?
My man, we were taught that.
Oh.
We were taught. So those were the discussions at that time. Post 1994. If you can remember, post 1994, crime became very rife. Hijacking and all this kind of crime. It became so rife. And most victims were white people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but imagine this thing where you find
just black on black.
No, but now this thing would tell you black people are more victims from Guma armed robbery and stuff. Into so much.
Okay.
So Tina, at that time our target was white people. And that is what we were taught. We were taught like that. So for us, we were taught it's either so we're category. It's either we repossess it in a form of theft, break in, or car hijacking. Anyway, any form of crime. It's good. Into sharp. In fact, we'll brag about it. In fact, guys will even tell stories. You know. So I think that kind of influence, you know, I think from the transition pre 1994 and post, you know, also there were some elements that came from there that now had to influence us to be the kind of people that we were at that time.
Sure. Like if maybe you don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. And
just take whatever.
In fact, we had, and remember, we used to watch a lot of movies about Mississippi Burning, Cry Freedom. Those were movies. And lama movie la yazanzana abonisa Mankga mlahlukumeza abodaki.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah, most of them, yeah.
So once you feed yourself with such kind of content, you want to develop hatred.
Yeah.
So it's going to justify whatever in different ways.
Now movies like your Rosehood.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the movies you watch.
Go and check Mississippi Burning, my guy.
Yeah,
and go and check Cry Freedom.
Yeah, Cry Freedom, yeah.
Hectic. So we used to watch a lot of those movies.
Okay, so did this lead you to do those things?
It led me to say, I mean, this. And another thing, I grew up in an environment where I'm fit, more paying up. Ukhulutmanus banban uthemba, ujabu banban isgiving, and when's in you? Banban isgiving, and when's in you? Banny trans, but for us, success, it was more like Monekar, Utoga Grand. There were certain brands at that time. Maushaw and Lama brands Lao, Monekar. Tinebesna was a yellow bone. So let me say, Lavantan Beswabiza with Maria Podesta. I don't even know if she's shooting until even today.
Oh,
yeah, so Maushaw Maria Podesta. So it's more like a Maslay queen at that time. Yeah, one some of Maria Podesta, so it's cock.
I must queen without leaves.
Now here's a challenge. Now remember, Bongabanta was successful via my professional and being entrepreneurs. Once they taste success by poor makers, so we don't have access to lifestyle here. So I want to sell Nabi Kiwi. So obviously, Baba Marol Mutluit. And these are the guys who used to take care of us. So this guy would come and esula washikara yami da. So ma washikara yake ukai 20 rand. Abakazi bakai 20 rand kini uthi.
Yeah, it was a lot that time.
Nini nunetekila kudala ushayisa sibana size 7. Ukai tekila kele ntswemba. Yabo. Isigebengu lo muntu.
Yeah, it became attached to lifestyle yakhe.
Yeah. Isikela sikho important. So isikela kuyakhinya. Isikela kuyakhinya. Isikela, so we were told ukuthi isikela is just a mechanism to program us. So khona kuba ama modern slaves.
Which is true. Somehow, yeah, it is true, but
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm just saying at that time we were told.
Sekafuna ukuba isigebengu.
Yeah, sekafuna ukuba isigebengu.
No. I'm not saying in a sense you're going to
Okay, sure.
Like, think about it.
Yeah.
At school, they only teach you go to your seventh.
Yeah.
They don't teach you to be an entrepreneur.
Ne?
That's one thing.
Maybe.
Yeah. Let us not go there, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So that was the kind of thing khulile kuyo. So isikele besinga break. Sanda wenza umeka wenza ngiyafana. Masifike isikele. And that's the beginning of lunch. Isikele besinale into ukhetha ama period. So we had a great opportunity to start in the class. Yabo. So in a way I'm trying to say isikele besingekho important, but what was important that time ukuzibona nje uva ngekari uhlale roomini. That's why ama room akutole kanje kahle. Umuntu makahle roomini bekabona kahle ukuthi uachievile.
Oh, so it started there.
Because even now kunabanye abantu makahle room bekabona kahle ukuthi uachievile. Achievement. Uhlale roomini ube ne TV yakho. Nombhedo wakho la ube nesikhiya. Uyabuya ngo2 6 uzivulela ungena. Akokotele umuntu hayi freedom jo. Especially mawasuka kini yoqasha. Yeah, be top ready.
Oh, so it started there.
It started there.
So, Mr. Soli, take us through, man, your journey to ijele, man. Lento le yang
Mike.
Manje, when you watch abo yizo phela, the things that were happening there.
Yeah, bengizothi mhlambe hayifanele ijele ukufanele. Ayikho umuntu emfanele ijele. Ngizomnye umuntu izolo, I think on Facebook asinge mara wena ngathi awuye ijele ukufanele ngithi lo muntu la.
Which is true. Yeah.
Umuntu ejele bafita kaphalwa.
Sorry, like what led you to go there? Because both are kahle story.
Yeah, because you must understand one thing. So I grew up in that era, right?
Yes.
So mangiphume eKasi sihlala amadayisi. So ngiqala ukuhlala amadayisi ngabo ma 10.
10 years.
Yeah.
So that's
Besingela amadayisi 10 years 11 besingela amadayisi. Besingazi ukuthi inoxman akusubuslame in a way. Yabona?
Yeah.
Young esikasi bongathi uslam at that time. So besengela amadayisi and uncle am nami ngapha be active. So uncle am benzani? So uncle am be buy car. So uncle am be in a connection somewhere in Northwest. So be buy car and then he had his own way ukuthola ama paper way car. So buy car ezitshontshiwe ezayijekhiwe. Unama paper. Lama paper lawa and then ushawa umshikashika wakhe yakokota ikari and then uyayithengisa. So now I would help him to sell ama paper way car. And at the same time being my middleman between yena and the guys abathengisa ikari ezitshontshiwe. So mina bengine list. Ukuthi okay kufuneka iphole so imoto so bese mina ngiyavanga ngifuna amajita.
Oh, bokhethi number la.
Yeah, ngifuna amajita. Bafethu mana ngathula ikari so hayi ekhayela khona. And amajita uphuma same day. Yabona? So I was a middleman in a way, Mankga. So imali bengithola as a middleman beyincane wathi. Ngabona ukuthi no man, if ngaba a middleman and participate, bekumali encane. Ngasakho mina figures wathi, mara bengimali encane. Like at that time I felt like no, I could make more money if ngaba a middleman and participate.
Okay.
So because of uncle am bene car, so ngicala ukudrive ngisaseyintwana na. Yabo? Ngoba no driver mfethu uvele kanje. Yeah, no be fast. Like uvele kanje mo driver. And bengishaya ivila at that time jo. So obviously that then yangenza ukuthi ngibe driver.
Okay, so how old were you?
15. Because I remember at the age of 15 ngangena box package juvenile. Ngahlala 24 months. For a theft.
What theft? What did you steal?
A car, so banka into what is supervision. And le car sitshontsha. Besizama ukuyitshontsha. Kuninto besithi igoqa. So sayigoqoza eminyango kwavela ama security. Ngathi bekuyimamba at that time sabaleka baskins basipop. I still remember ichurch yakhona ngeAfrikaans wathi bebhale Poheng tot diefstal ngikhohle.
No.
Attempted theft. Poheng tot diefstal. Ambechago abantu abazafrikans bazokujela. That was my first charge. So because of being underage, Mankga correctional supervision. But suspended me.
Were you not scared that time?
Ijuvenile. Besibuya box back. Yo namakhaladi, intwana zamakhaladi asizwa mfethu. Sibulele phela ijournal box back kunentwana besishama 35 years at that time, ama 25 years boshela ama murder, ama robbery serious lentwana lesi. So bengida. So masida so besiqoqa ngecrime kakhulu so kuphuma so rehabilitation bengekho la.
Okay.
So yaphuma ya relapse akulula ukuthi relapse. So I started there and then I graduate because ku crime ya graduate wacham. Anything oyenzayo e blind embi uya graduate. Anything oyenzayo e grand uya graduate. So you always yeah.
Okay.
Hamba ngama levels.
So from there you relapsed.
Yeah, obviously mfethu bese ngibona kahle ukuthi nawo kahle kahle ithi ngimangena and then saqala ukuthi no lento abakutshontsha ikar iflop. Mina sinyonyobe sibheke ukuthi ingami likhona ivukile amanye ama light mawubona isithunzi sakaya lighter high stress.
Yeah.
So saye hostel sawufuna igun. Igun that time I think ma 250 or 300 and more buy gun hostel and ebuyibhange indlela jo like ngicela isibhamu iza ngapha na imali na guys ibhamu yafa
just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. Ibhamu isibhaye kasi ndoda. Ibhamu isibhaye kasi.
I'm sure Namanje is still the same.
And remember ukuthi ibhamu isibhaye it was pre 1994 ngalama political violence la.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so we started hijacking car yabona 3 2 car kanjalo and number senginamabhaya wami yabona. Yeah, and then eventually you'll get arrested. So sometimes uyaboshwa ingami lethi mina ngithola imoto yami ngisazi ngini. So icase bayichitha ubuyile yabona ukuthi sakhipha. Yabona but it was quick cash, it was quick money because beshama khavela shaya impahla ezigrand.
So when you go to hijack, do you go there sober or
Oh, sober.
Oh, okay.
Mina ngine-plug out yami even namhlanje. Isazi manje iplug yami ngisebenzisa ngenye
Yeah. What goes through your mind when you go to like
nothing.
Nothing. Just what you want.
What goes through your mind when you because abantu ababhaye ne bacabanga ukuthi offender it's mainly ngebhamu. What goes through your mind when mawuyochithela igirlfriend yakho?
Nothing. I want what I want.
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, injalo kahle.
Still we are offend. It's an offense lento yenza offend omunye umntwana. So now you are an ex-offender in a way. You're an ex-offender. You go offend umuntu one way or the other. You understand?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter zange ungene go through the justice system and then he wins or whatever. Yeah. So I mean, it was a life, my guy. It was our normal life. Yeah? We are all offenders, guys. Niggas cautious, guys. And let's go offend the moon, they're an ex-offender.
Oh, nice. Okay, so through this hijacking, that's where you went back to jail again.
Yeah, in fact, we went back to jail. Yeah, so that day, to be honest, I was not part of the scene of crime. So amachita vaile bapatuli car, baile so page garage because what you used to do must go to patuli car se page garage, whether BP or a shell. Sime for because I remember that time ukusangena ama track.
Yeah.
Sime for 2 to 3 hours.
Just to check.
So according to us, after 3 hours kungana amangam na area. So it means
there's nothing.
Ayikho enzakalayo. So there's no tracker. So simnandi. So we went through that process and after 3 hours sasathi car sisa kubhaya. So ibhaya basement. So work driver mean. So it's verse 4. So out time ngapi petty gun and the reason why I want to narrate this thing in language yaseKasi ukuthi vele inesikasi.
Yeah, izwakala vele.
Cabanga sokumele use English mode nekokoti car uzothi na transform.
We know.
Transmogrify. You can't say that.
Direct translation.
You knock.
Yeah.
Say kokota. Language yaseKasi.
Yeah.
You know, so out time petty gun ngapha nalezi ngivana zithi usiphetha amagana ethu. So at that time hindsight masengise court abukhata bathi bathole ama complaint abhaya ukuthi if ubona 3 black young boys bagqoka isportswear they are ama suspects. So that's how they suspected us.
Also, you were wearing the same.
Yeah, I mean,
outfit, yeah.
shaved head, shama tracksuit, sesekarini, and siyakubhaya. So hlangana nabo ku stop sign, masidlula basilandela kanti phambili la sekune roadblock. And at that time roadblock yaziba kanjani othiyami. So manifika ku roadblock,
yeah,
abakhathi abantu approach. Bavela kana ntaba bathi, drive up.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Uyaphuma pha izandla, nizoniphume nonke, nilale phansi bese khane beze ekarini.
Oh.
Baba vele blind abakhathi, ngingazi laba manje la. Yabo. So singena ku roadblock and labakhathi abanye laba basemva kwethu basilandela vele, yabo. In fact labakhathi asibenzani, ba compare car. Remember, mophathula icar manje. If umnikazi zanga report manje, it won't appear on the system as a stolen or hijacked car.
Oh, okay.
So by compare mara le car le ibiza umlungu.
But
it's not yet reported as a stolen or hijacked car.
But the driver abutaki.
It driver abutaki. But basilandela. Okay, le information ngethole court. Yabona. Basilandela kanti le roadblock phambi kwethu. So what they will do back then, makune roadblock bazosuka from roadblock ba patrol even around.
Oh.
Ukucheck ukuthi if when a roadblock wazama ukubaleka at least they can
Yeah,
be able to apprehend you. Wabona. So sawula ku roadblock asabosh bathola amagani ngayi. Bosha then say motapi. So each charge was, remember, so mobosha ngekari etshontshiwe. Each charge it's a possession of a stolen car. But if a car is hijacked, it's a possession of a hijacked car.
Oh.
Now it's a possession because they're not sure what you guys were involved.
Yeah.
Go hijack.
Okay, yes, I get
But it's a
yeah.
possession was by again.
Okay.
So I was charging armed robbery with aggravating circumstances because there's an aspect of robbery there. And then how much it bavugela my case. Sleep on the ballistic test, a cattle amanya case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then bavugela amanya makala.
Oh. So when you hijack, were you using these guns?
Yeah, they're using this gas, obvious.
There's careful.
Yeah, obvious. And lepamnesias blala abantu aba yazi ipams njani. So unfortunately ngaboshola for i-charge might be a possession of a hijacked car, but possession of a hijacked car, it means minimum sentence is 15 years.
What?
But a possession of a stolen car, minimum sentence is 7 years.
Sure.
Remember, later on, we later on
Okay.
so minimum was 15 years. So I knew good I know kanjani la ngethola 15. But the magistrate wathi hayi le case le is on Gama 27.
Yes. With a straight face.
27 years. And ngiyabheka Joe at that time. Makrizwa mugogo.
Was it that time you were 15 or
17.
17 now? Yeah.
Ugogo wami ayazi umogogo. Uncle yami balekile na isatholakala because yasaba ukuthi maybe ngiza confess esinye izinto.
Yeah.
So there's no support. Hayi mfana mina ngistrugglile Joe. No support Joe.
Yes.
So you go to a waiting trial, no support at all. So and then sahlala trial for 2 years and 8 months. A waiting trial, no bail.
Okay. From court to your cell.
Yeah. Why no
For 2
bail
years.
and 8 months? Why? Because there was a guy by the name of Steve Chwete. I don't remember his role to the Justice Ministry. So that guy,
remember Steve Chwete.
we were implementing this law, Schedule 6. Schedule 3, Schedule 4, 5, 6. So Schedule 4, I'm at nyana. But Schedule 6, any crime is pamanga party.
Going in.
Yeah, and the police be tabanjala bathola amabhe. So obviously because of the nature of the crime.
Yeah. So how was it
And
like?
it's not just posha amabhunu. Amanye amabhunu anenhliziyo ezimbi and bayazi sayicheck amabhunu vivi. Icourt yami ndoda bokuqala mangamla. So wabona basifuna phansi because manje yazi bayenzani. So bayasithatha basisa ku parade. So yazi bashuna ne amangamla sileha uthiyami. So bathatha bonke lama victim lawa ka hijack before. Bazoyenza identity parade. So which means umuntu ko hijack ikari yakhe.
Azuye lo.
Mangangikhomba ngivukela icase.
So it's more years.
Yeah. Yabona. basibiza ngabo kafere what yeah what and then now and you must understand that time mangamlo wabo kwama victim. That's why amasabasabhabi what using nasekazi baba shift amangam mohlala ethimisa mangamlo wahlala Beshley Nockham Park Esther Park Irene Centurion bawon baba baleka la. You know why? Because of such kind of situations bawon. And now basasama parade Lord ngentandla mina bangikhombi labantu badlula bakhomba abanye abantu yabona. I was just fortunate ukuthi nazamba ngikhona and then 2 years 8 months I would tell me till left as a trial I trials away so no visit at trial right no visit at trial azangitholi visit mina trial ngatholi visit no I remember there was a guy bengoshina about to Thabang so ulilake imali zomona trial belingibiza nami yabona so that bakhona ukufaka izinto ezi-extra yabona and amajita aqhomba la abasha amateki yabona igebengu phela manje babuya ngaphandle yabona bayacompete awaiting trial ndoda amajita
so the guys that were grooming you abo bra banbani
babalekile. I remember labantu laba mfethu obviously babe ne-influence empilweni zethu masinkingini bayabaleka abayingeni you know because ngaba confuse into esibhayi yabona amajita aqhomba la ngama. There's too much corruption in the awaiting trial. My cell phone in dota, my take life in dota, lenya. So gulaw we wanna a trial, I think that's where we need more of a proper intervention in terms of rehabilitation programs. You know why? Because kuna abantu abatrala more than a year, but say awaiting trial, and then now umuntu ngenenge theft, and then nani tu ngenenge heist. So niyaxoxa late man plomini. And in this span no shago so lower theft to feel small in a case peletral to feel small in a case foot motion rape it west where I feel it ticket lock some can be like we are rape and not ngaphandle yabona so uthola respect according to crime wins so amashama heist I score confirm hayi winja igame then more check igara uyazama yabona don't party spam so the more as crime aggressive the more a trial emajideni uba ne
that
yabona especially case akuma ngaphuma ephepheni ntwana mofika mfanayo back respect amagang yabona. And there's no intervention from Department of Correctional Services because they feel like anytime ungaphuma anytime ungathula ibhemu ungaphuma yabona. And i-gangsterism ibakhona because a trial unabantu bebashizile bababandita before baphumile they relapsed and they were part of the gangs ejele beze awaiting trial and now they perpetuate this gangsterism awaiting trial you know. So number 26 awaiting trial what and then plazemotapi i-trial yabantu shuthi section yabantu abaku awaiting trial ngara i-section yama sentenced prisoners so siyababona ngara bashayi orange and sometimes nokuzwa ama case bakwazi ubani ukukhala alarm amajita siyabuya jo so environment enjalo emfethu yasho ukuthi mina ngifuna uyangara mara uyabona ukuthi ale case angifayisa mina nami ngibona ukuthi ala vele ngiyafana
so kuma trials it's less riskier than inside
for me trial ingcono you know why because umuntu uyacabanga ukuthi makakwenza into eblind ungathola ibail kusasa ungaphuma nongamela kusokungcono akulimazwana kakhulu in a way but kuyachonyelwana but awaiting trial izokukhuthaza uma uphuma ube more
so
there's no rehabilitation.
When were you sentenced there?
So after 2 years 8 months not I say before then amajita angithi yazi case injani so manibosha kune accused number 1 2 3 4 there's a reason why bakwenza accused number 1 which means a case a foundation case ikuwe you must understand that. So I think amajita they thought good if they can get rid of me the case is over like because they were saying to me good ndoda let us asiyenze ibe weekly case ngithi kanjani abantu wena vuma icala so wena mele uvume ikari ukuthi ikari yakho thina siya so thina sizosala ngamakhani it makes sense bona bawusala ngamagani kuzoba bazochargewa ngama-possession of unlicensed firearm mina ngizochargewa a possession of hijacked car but unlicensed firearm it's 6 years at that time it was 3 4 years 5 years mina ngahala ngathi angeke because that's why if you for my case it's like I'm saying I was part of the armed robbery which means 27 years in male and this guys basayita by 2 and this guys in most cases bahlala by 3 kanje bahlala by 3 kanje and basayita by 3 so nini bapaya I don't know bayithole visit chicken bokusangena igawolo sesimuvile emotabs se City bathenga ichicken yabona ayinamba ngayingawolo la shit angisakhumbula ukuthi wena badlilo rabadlanga in fact la chicken lana show ingishayisisa ukuthi inkhawati ngidle in fact ngigula ngisazi kwenza le nto phapha sengisesibhedlela so kuthiwa mele ngiye theater bangichecka mele bangiclean poison kanti le clever lezi zimfakela ipoison and that thing it was common at trial ukuthi abantu boshwa bayi4 nini uzabathi lo obhemile out of cigarette wabhoda usibuze kanjani moto yabheka obheka accuse number ka petty case then the case might say by week because lona akasekho
okay
so imosha the whole thing IO investigation office amachita bayesharere bazokubulala mfethu bangikhipha ipoison bangishift mangasahlala now like ama section angibone ukuthi avela yena kunzima
that time you were 17
yeah I mean, because I think besengilana 20 because besengihleli 2 years 8 months basigaya mina bangigaya 15 babagaya ama 45 because baba namanye ama case
baba khombile lenge uparating
no azamba khomba bavula amanye ama case remember abantu babatshontsha ama fingerprint abukhada mabathola ikari hijackiwe or bangena ku house robbery wherever bathatha ama fingerprint bawabeka okay the oboshwa mina uthatha ama fingerprint bawathatha bawachecka ukuthi wana ama case sibavukela ama case kanjalo yabona and then mina mawenza kanjalo 15 years mina ngithumela elocop maximum
where
locop maximum yeah maximum alapha zabuya uthama shoot lapha alapha zabuya uthama
yeah
so it's a maximum
okay so I heard ukuthi from sentencing ne
yeah
immediately ngena kuleya bayizana kumba
yeah
there is like a robbery there that's going on
sometimes it depends actually because you must understand one thing ne so kunamanye abantu bangena kumagumba ba experience ama robbery so history sakhe lo muntu
okay
so mina in my case abesinganayo lento le yabona I think ngiyezwa umunyathi yena abayenza kanjalo bamba inkonzi kuma what I don't know maybe lo muntu beka basho ma 80s I don't know because remember abantu ababejile bana ama experience abahlukile different amajila abafana yabona no dangerous bawo abufana yabona so mina ngifikele lokho but I'm strict shoot masifikele lokho singena emgodini ijela called underground maximum very strict out here so lapha siyabuya so kunama section e4 so there's A section it's a school section there's a B section observation section ifikela kuyo there's a C abantu labangafuna ukwenza nix ejela out here bashama life athusabo ma 4 life and 90
what
750 years mosha 15 years awenaye because boy maximum mosha 12 na 15 sometimes mosha 12 bakulahlela medium mina ngisha 50 so mosha 15 kubo
snap
bashizela manje and dalabara abanye no C section kuhlala abantu abanjalo D section kuhlala lezi esifuna ukwenza ama there's a sports a bit of skills development I mean a bit of technical skills nama carpentry and whatever nabukhuka A section is skill so A section mohlala A section kune police because kwenzakalana abantu ababhaka balekela A section because more like a peaceful section because it's skill so there's A level 1 2 3 4 then there's grade 10 11 12 so abantu abayela labo bambihlathi la so kune police ukuthi once wa fail A section bakahlele C section
yes
and C section kune itori zizwa every day
ukuthi ziyabuya ngare
in fact I remember that ne ngisasemusha la so masifika la ayisiyavalera sabo kuthiwa no kune into enzakala C section so abakhathi bagibele phezulu bathi EST security la so badubula enye out la so letho zile igwaza abantu aphathi imese kanje ayifuna ukusara nimimese they had to call EST specialized ngalezi ezinenkani. It's a special unit, security unit in a way as such. They shot that guy and they killed him. Ngathi yo.
So bapore bonke labantu laba.
And manje mawufika la ne. So yazi mina into anginceda yinda. So mangifika la first day mangene eselinda. So mthetho la ukuthi kusasa ekseni mele uclean.
Okay.
So mafika vandag. So imi bed ju. So like yabona. And then let me bet like yabona umbed phansi phezulu. So bese 35 kulela cell. Then kuna that urine system kuna toilet. So bathi kimi so basibiza late okay wena ubuya bhayi Thembisa okay sharp wena abanye bangaza ngithi abanye benginabe trial so isikhathi eside ngala I want to okay kusasa mele uvuka uclean okay sharp azi ngincedwa yini mina wathi so ekseni mina ngiyavuka ekseni ngiyaclean
okay
mina ngiyaclean like mina like ngaclean like
shama chores na
aclean mfethu kwaba top leza namasivuka mina ngimangilisa mangalo letho siya clean no cleanela ile yaseThembisa no from vandag sizokwenza I cell cleaner in a way yabona
so ne position
so le yamanama bengekho la kule cell lakho
ibekhona
okay
so ref 3 ref 4 big 5 26 27 28 March 27 I family could a Cape Town 28 amanamba lamagang so inhlanhla ngaba nayo ukuthi mangisuka because lapha observation angihlala isikhathi
okay
after 3 months banitshela ukuthi ufuna ukuyaphi
also you must choose
ukuthi ufuna ukuyaphi so mina ngakhetha ku A section in fact ukuze nge A section there was a kushuthi dawu time inactivity uyajabulela ukuthi uphume so there was this pastor and so pastor wavela he was from I think Grace Bible Church then uyasibiza la ukuthi so amachita bathi kuno pastor la lezo sifuna ukuyobona upastor mazahambe la zona upastor la in a population of 1200 I think we see 15 or 14 siyakulewa pastor sesifuna nje yazi nje ukuthi siphume nje kulabantu siyoplana no pastor kancane so no pastor there is some conversation and the pastor said to me Joe yesgele uzoba grade noma ngayesgele yabona yesgele yawo yesgele okay sharp so mase basibuza ngapha B section ukuthi sifuna ukuyaphi amanje akhetha kuma C section amanye bakhetha kuma D mina ngakhetha ukuya A section yesgele
nice
esgele so ngifika enroll esgele for grade 10
okay what made you decide to do esgele
no I mean encouragement from the pastor
also that pastor changed okay
which is very important number 2 A section was more like a safe haven there was less gangsters and there was less violence so now I was like no thingengara little did nokuthi ngale mangifika kune police ethi phela mawuza ngapha ndoda wafela sukulahlela ngara Joe 2 years 8 months awaiting trial no visit ngise sentence prisoners sentence facility obviously I don't expect any visit obvious like I've made peace you know me one thing I'm good now is to make peace in my situation I just make peace ngiyafana lento ngizabona phambi so I went to A section grade 10 nakhona kuna textbook wenza 7 subject baba English Spade language means sinzima phela mina ngikhulele kasi spirit sisiphumile I remember it was business economics life orientation all these things ngeleza wabona fast forward and mawuphasa mfethu amanje azokudiscourage so remember grade 10 11 these are not national certificates they are internal so which means mawuphasa grade 10 bakubhalele iphepha nje ukuthi uphasile from grade 10 to grade 11 iphepha nyani nestamp sejele so much they were like yini lento le wena uyahlanya yabo yakudiscourage already and sometimes mawudlule kwenye section or we are somewhere uhlangana nalezi bokhula nazo egazi wena ushile wena so business girl awuyibhara wena fela ukwazi waba iclever vela thula yabona yakudiscourage into manje takhuluma kakhulu uthi mfethu
and you never felt like discouraged
ngizothini ayikho into engizoyenza kuyafana I'm not good in soccer ngifuna ukuya section mfethu ngara siyabuka kunama case ngara
okay
nini kunokuzwakala ama-drafts ita ama-drafts so ama-draft is simply means ama-transfer abantu abuya amajita abuya Cape Town eNatal bagwaza abantu le babalethele ukopo and bafaka kula ma-section lawa ngara hayi mina hayi
i-rape benjani la
yeah well for me experience yami ne kahle angazi kwabanye abantu there's no such thing as rape nje
oh okay so there's consent
yeah for mina binivante ngikhule kuyo mina yazi bayenzani thi ngokutshela so ama victim we sexual abuse ejele abafana abancane so remember from juvenile I think about 21 seba consider as an adult so you adult section so there's this growth yizo esithatha advantage kwentwana ezincane lesi esibe juvenile then umenza umfazi wakhe yabona ngeke bakwenze ngentshebe engako bethi ke yeah mongabheka vela ama sexual abuse ejele intwana ezincane
okay
and then le growthman idang zokuphatha kahle zokprotector otherwise le ntwana mele ibe 28 or 26 so i26 le ithathli protect
when you were sentenced you were young
yeah
does that mean
no
okay
because I was young but I didn't go to juvenile remember
oh okay
by the time I was 21 I think or over then I went straight to adult section so it was adult section because I spent a lot of time a trial
and then
yeah and the first time when I was young bayabangipha I supervision so zangihlale nje because being underage
and also that side you went to A section oh which is less
yeah it's less whatever wabona because that was the only section engizwa kuyo and besides the past young child I didn't even know ukuthi kune A section yesikole mina ngitshela past that young in fact that past you know what he did he even spoke to one of the officials so say make sure ukuthi this boy goes to that section I mean I went
so uvele wakuthanda kahle
oh that past I'm not wrong favor then I went to A section grade 10 11 12
yeah
now grade 12 is a real deal my guy so I'm like hey kidira matric you must remember each generation yamo thamne money matric yeah no more passing S no about to passing S so passing S ngama standards manje is like you didn't qualify for admission a bachelor or a diploma so it might like write for a certificate remember manje ngeclassification yamanje angidazi manje certificate zabo it's either suka admission a bachelor or a diploma or a certificate so S unga interpret as ukuthi a certificate but you can if you cross new inisa maybe benza ama bridging course before or pass a month 2 then you can do the actual qualification
nangithi bekuyi SM and then exemption
I don't remember mina ngikhumula S
oh you know
yeah I ngikhumula so on top bakhuluma nge-S
okay
so awuthami ne matric is a real deal anginama textbook sazi bengenzani nje when it comes to scale so ngiyabona ukuthi anginama textbook and kunezinye la esithola ama visit bathengela ama textbook and azwa Spanish hlala silele so kunenyathi yami ngicela bathi Steve ngithi nangiboleka textbook yakho anka so bengenzani so bengibuza should ejele bokugelisa ama facilitate so mone matric une diploma une qualification ye higher then ba convert bakwenza I facilitate so to facilitator because you're not a qualified educator
okay
so maybe teach economics or whatever and then each lakh patala but ukupata is such a stipend my man it's like a graduate it's like imali encane uma 35 rand or whatever so what I used to do so I used to go ngithatha textbook ne so ngibuzile ukuthi endoda kusasa sofunda ngani angitshela kusasa hayi demand and supply kusasa so focus on demand and supply economics and factors of production stikara mangifika eselini ngiyaza la ma chapter ngitshele ngawo so tomorrow makafika eclassini first thing uzothi okay guys vandag sokhuluma nge maybe demand and supply so according to your understanding who can define demand and supply in the context of economics ubona uzophakamisa isandla him because bengizigeleza iso so amajita they were like hey let's attend slam but next mina ngiya prepare there's a saying that says if you don't prepare you will repair preparing is cheap preparing is costly
true
so because I didn't have textbooks so that created a situation where amajita sebangisama ukuthi ayasethembisa inje scale so everyone will want to be close to me so I'll then have access to my textbook because I had to be strategic in a way You understand?
That's why you should from a young age when I
I have to. Until that guy, some of the facilitators, mazingeko.
Yeah.
And remember, I'm prepare a chapter.
Yeah.
So when I get to teach, I learn more.
Oh yeah.
Then I research, you go okay, sharp. So come and take me to look at your fairly spade, Joe. Fit and skin. Like it's now paper three. There's first paper, second and third.
And more paid.
Third in what, Joe? Something like you got a speed and more paid, and I get it easy. And I don't have anyone who can pay because of speed. And the rest, but some of the person is slashing. But it's a Zulu. Oh, slashing. You know what is slashing?
Yeah.
Guys from the rest of the world, because I don't like to call Abantama foreigner. Our brothers from the rest of the world, they will choose. Remember go metric, buy metric, ne? But because of our ID, it department based over Kaya, I'm a temporary student number. So they can write the exams. Marangeba to lama certificate, because to lama statement of results.
Okay.
Do you get me? So we work a temporary student number. So bonke ngahlale ku Sotho Setswana Spain. Ba kitchimela ku Sezulu.
Yeah.
Oh, slashing.
Oh, especially Sezulu in fact. I mean in fact everybody figures South Africa we are whatever. Kefe language is bampeli. Kisizulu.
Oh, so they claim you go to it's because it's
Do you think it's very easy?
languages.
Do you think it's very easy? Do you think it's strong as Changadi is? Sivenda. They are boyera. They are boyera. Oh, so I was like, Kinke Sezulu. I stomped speedy I get on. So that was my biggest fear. Another thing was ukuthi ngithi because as a child when so kune education office, right?
Yeah.
Then kuna majita a coordinator baba link between the education office and Tina Majid. So these guys makufika my application form was sayinisa. But was an application form in NFSAS. Abas guy about later section in. Basenzela bona ngithi sibangela abantu. So mina one day ngasibuza ukuthi no man, this guy uChrisman neUnisa sharp wenza Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, which is cool. But this guy uyafana makathola visit. Obani umphatalelayo this guy.
So wait, you never had like a visitor ever since?
No. But once I'll tell you.
Okay.
So ngayenza research yabona until one day ngalanda omunye official amtha ukuthi hayi man. Kanti mangifuna ukugeza nini samele ngenzini. Yabona? And then they were like no kuna application form anokufika yi. So I said straight but fit nyabona phela podcast le bafit nyazi.
Relax. We have conversations like no it's not.
So that's why manje but okay le khatla ngitsha ukuthi no kunokufika ama application form na apply abanikanga into was guy.
Yeah.
Le khatle office in link guy.
Just like that.
Yo ngiyabheka application hila abantu labasifala ngapha mina ngivanga igama jita manye esibhala ngabe imetric kuthi bafethu kahle la siyakhona uku-applyela iNAFSAS neSiyunisa la supplyeni la
bagay plugs.
Hey, you were smart, ne?
uyangithola
Sure.
majita and then so thola application form mangiphasa imetric mina ngi-apply mangi-applya iNISA ngi-accepta same time obvious. I mean I remember before bukuze ama-official waseYunisa la weNAFSAS bazosikhuthaza ukuthi abazophasa imetric as long as uphase 6 or 5 subjects in one sitting you qualify. Abafuna umuntu ophase 3 ya correspond afuna ukuhlanganisa ama subject otherwise mina ungene kwenye program ine ya INM mina uqala ngalama wabona mina ngaphasa mina pass imetric intwana ngisikhokho manje.
Yes.
And mina zangiphasa nge-S. And besi sibhale C35 sathola certificate C12.
Yo, out of 35.
Yeah, sathola certificate C12. Mangibheke so ku-matric economics ngathola distinction economics ne-business economics. So I realized ukuthi no lama subject lawa hayi man ngiyawafrostana and bengiplan ngama-graph wabona. So and then ngathi no ithi ngeYunisa so mangibheka kuma-BCom remember eYunisa ama-faculty so mangibheka i-economic and management science le ama-BCom there's BCom in economics mangibheka is too commercial and I wanted more of a bit of an aspect of philosophy and politics. So I go human sciences ngathola i-BA in philosophy, politics and economics ngakhetha wona ntwana. Yeah. So ngashaya wona yentwana. So manje ke mase ngigeza neYunisa ke mase ngisikhokho. Remember manje sengithole promotion ukuthi mangiphasa imetric correspond neYunisa sebangenza i-facilitator nami manje. Ne? And good in economics. So first semester mina ngithatha 5 subjects. 5 but hey 5 iningi hey nafsa ngithatha 5
Yeah.
obvious it's economics, business management, philosophy, politics and whatever. And then I got how many distinctions? I think ngithumele ngizokuthumela manje ngikuthumela uzobona. I still have ama results wami. I got 4 distinctions out of 5 modules. Now sengiye expert economics man. First level. Yangithola. So amajita bashama LLB. So most of the guys abathatha LLB. You know why bafuna LLB? Because amathapha bane quality system. But the system somewhere somehow
Ayikho fair.
Ayibagwebanga kahle. Akekho umuntu bamgwebile ne time ne ovuma ukuthi hayi mina bangigwebe kahle. Yo the investigation officer was on point. Bonke bayala like no mina hey I never. So and hey Joe kunabanye basenza ama advocate nyana mofika bathi hayi thina sokubhala appeal intwana appeal le sentence yakho le bakushasha yabo. So most of them bashama LLB.
Okay.
And LLB is too much because at that time it was 44 module into mnandi bene honors ngaphakathi. So mina ngashaya BA in philosophy, politics and economics 32 module. Yeah. Same time ngazi diploma HR.
Yeah.
Because masketa Department of Education that's guy a chance to send ama diploma.
Oh.
Amajita bakhethe diploma kuma finance mina ngakhethe HR. You know why? Because I knew ukuthi ngizoshama practicals phakathi eje. So wenza ama practicals for 18 months phakathi eje. So nge diploma HR I knew ukuthi ngizodesign ama policies. I'm part of the education system esejele. Ngizotrain ama facilitators, so ngenza ama recruitment, training, placement. So ngishaya degree ngapha ngishaya diploma. So ngathola diploma HR 3 years national diploma HR. No first week khona anto ngitshela zona zikhona no mangathi emthathile number sami check ngisi bazokutshela bangazi kahle la.
I've seen them.
You've seen them, ne?
Yeah.
And then sengiyageleza manje. So now how I used to make money is sengiyagelezisa ne. So bengigeleza iabet level 4 so wangena ama NQF. Remember there was OBE system.
OBE,
They phased it out. Kwangena NCV before ama NQF. And then ngageleza metric economics. And then zonke lezi ezinama visitors reach as correspondent nabi university senza ama become degree in marketing, become law. Zonke zama become it's compulsory eUnisa ukuthi ubhale economics bane business management compulsory. So we good ngama graph. So sometimes bafike mangicele awungincede ngithi ozongayana. Hayi sister yami uzokubhalisela inyungu ngithi okay mtshela ngibhalisele malini 50 rand hayi never boy. Yabo? So sometimes ukufundisa igraph supply ngamabomu wrong ngamabomu. So that mawufika uyenza late yokushaya uweke imuthale ngithi awumamelanga izona so that you can pay me more. You know, I know it's not good. It's not a good thing, but I can say it now because I'm free. So I used to teach amajita, especially saying it's into wrong ngamabomu so that they can pay me double. In fact, in 3 years, they can tell me when I met jail, even namaj. I became one of the richest guy HL. Richest guy in the sense of which pledge more than 6,000 rand in your account in Male Pai. And ungana muntu kaya from ngaphandle usenza wena ngaphakathi and ungathengi sama drugs. Ungathengi sama drugs, ungathengi sinsango ngama straight. Bengelezisa boy. Ndoda bengibhukwa njalo ndoda. And imagine umuntu mawatshela sister yakhe uliya ukuthi hey kunomunye umfana phakathi mama 1 ka economics. Mama lo vela yo ngwanaka. Ibile kuma fela khwedi ari mo fe 300 man.
So when we chat le mali vele we see.
And back by receipt because remember it's message it's a cashless society. So back by and then when it's cut tax shop yothenga khona.
Okay.
I'm a prison where amanyenza ama BA in social work. Bafuna ama textbook because ku social work ngale abanye uthola ukuthi unokuthatha amanye ama additional module ufuna business management. Uza kimi ngiyamtshela ukuthi angawuchusa ka assignment mara wayitseba othonketsetsanga. Ketla hora kela kuzinga kwathi closer kwatla chelete. So bangibhalisele inyungu. So benginenyungu ebhaya ngalama. So that thing it taught me how to fend for myself. Phakathi eje. So what they do now bangisusa ku communal cell, sithi communal cell ohlala abantu ababhaya khona, ne? Because ama module wami Department of Economics befuna bakuthumela DVD. So mina ngibukele iDVD. Department of Communication ne Business Management bakuthumela ama DVD. So I had to ngihlala ku single cell. Now mina ngibene computer manje. Ngiyabheka ukuthi ubana ngithenga computer ngaphandle abantu ngibaphethe ngaphandle ba useless bonke. And mina ngilezi hayi le noma ngayisho kuyafana. Mina ngilezi vele mangikhulu yabona. benginegwaba elincane from amantombazana so ngiboshe ngana it's like girlfriend yamampela
Bonganayo vele.
ngoba ngona phela mina ngisemina ina 5 ndoda
Manje.
yo I mean ukutshela something kahle kahle mina yazi ngiziphi jo ngikutshela ivana ngilezi vele kahle kahle angazi ngabe lezi mina ezithi ngifuna ukuba nomfazi nabantwana efamily kusazama into zabo ngifuna ukukhulisa isibongo those were not my thing my guy mina
Ufuna imali.
I don't know but I was not focused much indaba zabo that time chola ngana ndawo lezo
Ubosaba kahle kahle.
kahle kahle mina nabo share at that time esingazwani khani sisana manje nabo madam
Wait. Namanje yasaba.
hayo manje
Okay.
amazi yakhipha
Yeah.
so yabona so now obviously bengana like somebody yabona girlfriend or something mangibosha into ezinjalo yabona so I knew I have to fend for myself now I'm thinking about the computer because I need to have a computer
You need to have a computer, yeah.
ukubheka ama DVD economics 101 102 ufuna ama DVD critical reasoning philosophy ufuna ama DVD so mfethu ngikayekile and esingisel amasela 22
Yeah.
kwenye ingam lapha eshaya computer science eneshaya BCom degree in informatics amajita ama BCom law and bonke ama LLB ama family wabo bajabulile sekayafunda ejele yazo sibusiso
All right.
basave the sacrifice bamthengele computer mina nginayo so one day ngihleli jo uyabona
Yeah.
athi mina ngibhala incwadi ngale story so one day ngihleli jo ku single bed if I'm thinking jo like I have to think jo ngiyenza kanjani and akunamuntu ovela in my mind and angina ne cell phone so ngibona there's bokunama products there was handy pine gel angisazi but I'm product ukucleaner la so ngisi voice so I had a voice my guy ne so I had a voice ethi kim no iba slam thatha lama product lawa and then mawathena uzothola i-consumer care line so consumer care uzothola ama number kusasa khuluma nekhata uyofona ufuna lama company wonke lawo and then ucela ama email address and then bhala email attach your matric results attach admission letter say UNISA ask for a donation your computer
Simple.
Hey same time nga act mfethu bhala mana kusasa kusena ntshela ukhata ungivule ifone ngafona hi this is Unilever okay consumer care line can I have you please can I have your email address okay what at Unilever info@unilever lama
Yeah.
ngitshela ukhata kubhala email attach ama results wami wese I mean we matric ne admission letter mase UNISA email awuthiyami 2 weeks bye sengiyabizwa le phambili Solimanga hey ukubona mawajala ngokubizwa unokudoubt abantu bafunana sengikhohle ngibhala ama request njengoba ngifika rane ngithola amangam ngithola ingam la ngithola abantu nje uyabona bana ngamla nga different ingam la yeza ishayi tight no sibeni letter yakho uthi usejele and thina we from business against crime we support am initiative for abantu abafuna impilo zabo ejele we would like to sponsor your computer khetha any and angazi ama brands ngithi no any top any top nje yabona I think there was more than 8 ama computer wafika wa first screen at top Unilever I mean Lever Brothers Lever Brothers let's say dance what same thing yangithumela computer na mfethu abaya ijela no khethe one ngathi okay no it's fine
Sharp.
abaya
I was looting what those guys.
abazokutshela ngishaya computer top flat screen keyboard cordless mouse cordless izinja ngiyangena la Chinchane walk. Shayibekele. Joe, bengiphethe computer at best kunabo bonke. Bazokutshela izingishizilana. But it came from where? Because sometimes it's important when you are in a situation. Mele uvale yonke into. Just try to think about the way out. Ngiphuma kanjani la? Ngithola. Ngiphuma kanjani kule abusive relationship, ngiphuma kanjani kule divorce, ngiphuma kanjani kule poverty, ngiphuma kanjani ku this thing yokuthi manje mina I feel like low self esteem yami phansi, ngiphuma kanjani ukuthi every day nginanyuke airtime data, ngiphuma kanjani like you need a reading
yeah
Ngiyangithola
Ngiyakuthola.
we won unganamuntu la kuvala ngiphuma kanjani ukuthi manje mina ngithanda lo muntu lona because of manje lo muntu ungibhayela ama-pets ungibhayela mara ngemncanyo ngiphuma kanjani kule situation ngiyangithola
survivor
yeah like ngiphuma kanjani
Introspection.
you see how I got my computer and there'll be a voice kunama voice ahlala ekhuluma nathi every day ngiyakutshela manje khona ivoice ekhuluma nawo but kusasa senza so it depends on mamele iphi voice yabo so kuthiwa mi computer and then bengemnandi but now the challenge is one now I'm excelling my guy like sengidumile ejele jo abantu bashiza namba zokutshela bengifamous ejele ngesigela kunenye ibhalo ku Facebook izolo ukuthi awuthiyami ungincedile buyi facilitator yami angisamkhona ukukhumbula umuntu akhona ngaze ngagraduate what I'm like oh my guy remember you well done and angisamkhumbula ne then bangithatha bangeza head of education so head of education yasejele I realized ukuthi abantu ababhaya ne abakhona accessa isystem yasejele okugeleza because ipolice beyithi mina uze ne report so if boku grade 10 ngaphandle mina uze ne report I change on ngathi akusana umuntu ozane report la mele si draft nama assessment tools so we design an assessment tool because in fact umuntu una 28 29 ugcina isigaba na 17 athatha ibi report guys singabantu bamnyama guys that's why there's affirmative action to try and deal with the past ama-policies with the past that's why those affirmative action they gave birth to Abu BE and other stuff I want to empower abantu bamnyama angayi challenge because ngihedi angatshela ngisebenza ukuthi alento lesubscribe la so pala assessment tool so faka a bit of mathematics a bit of accounting a bit of English ku English so faka essay and what umuntu makafika ejele uzobhala assessment test then mo assessment test will decide ukuthi ukuplace kuphi so akuna umuntu oza straight ku grade 12 no it's either at level 4 then you move to grade 10 11 12 my guy assessment tool lesebenzela sijalo kuhlala abantu abayi 35 ngama exam sitting bese kuhlala uma 200 150 say transform mfiti lokho bazokutshela we became one of the best mase graduate thina basithatha from eloko basiletha la ngase university la eNew York
okay
so athi kusasikhona kuyinisa so siyogcoka ne and I'm thinking so basitshela ukuthi no guys September nge 15 or 12 ama graduation ne
yeah
angiyabheka chuyo lapha kufuneka isuthu again challenge but at least I've got money nyana yabona but challenge ukuthi ngiyothuma abantu abantu bangaphandle ngabathemba umkanyi wakho sejela and ngiyofona labani number 2 bukune package like ema photo abeka ba graduated will understand sure there's a most important photo stage photo
yeah
leza ngaphandle lezi uphethe funa stage photo laba kayinto yakho khona yeah laba gakhona sabona ukuthi awu graduate Joe tell something just so ngihlele one day yabona so I'm thinking about this thing ukuthi bani uzongibhayela right so one day ngihlele it's Saturday visit igama lami balibiza la visit angithi mina ngijwala and amajita ngikhala ama scam la final
yeah
and lezi ngikhala ama scam lezi one asigelezanga because normally the people will always try to bring you down are not the people that are working more than you. Never. They are always people who are below you.
Exactly. Yeah.
People who are working more than you, they'll never criticize you. Never. So, and it is not me to tax. And the very same guys about to discourage you with scale. They are the same guys. Remember, Chelamofuna pijama, Ufuna cows, anything. Couldn't tell about the first lag. So it's more like a request letter. They couldn't even construct or draft a request letter.
Yes.
A simple thing. I, Mr. So and so, can't request 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They couldn't. They will come to me.
Which is ballet.
It means ngezima la chankela zangu. Ngezima ufuni nyo. Yeah, ngizokaya semzini. Yasemzini. Yabona? So yeah, bengibashayela. Yeah. Futhi bese ngishaya cut and paste. Yeah, I mean into ezincane. I mean nje ngisayinisa ngishaya iBA. And la lesagelezana. Ayasaba lamagama qualification. Leyasekasishana. Angishaya iBA bo. Shaya iBA nje. Ngathi enye into ndo. Ngathi enye into. And nathi sikhule kwamanye ama environment ndo. Umuntu makashaya honors mina ngathi ushaya into enkulu.
Namanje ya.
Elekelezini no honors.
Blind.
Okafina ku PhD level.
Eish.
Bathuka sebesithuke sekhasi akona semsili bathu so la le shaya iBA into le isha ke and the challenge is ibosha macabanga ngendlela amachitela washa LLB amfethu umuntu first yenyana principles of law nyana uthola distinction nyana sabona ngathi yena uyi-expert sekahambe ufuna ama-white papers zonke ngazisejele ama-procedure sakazosiconvince ukuthi hey guys hayi ijele le-street affairs kumele si-strike manje bangibranda abantu bezi-LLB mfethu so kumele si-strike manje jele because this guy thinks now he's a legal expert now sekashela ukuthi no akumelanga sidle ukudla kuso and thina right sifuna ukuphuma la sinandaba sidla ini so kumele manje so-strike manje and manje sikuyakhetha makuthi hayi no Solima kahamba usirepresent so kumele kube ne-committee so and mina ngifuni mara I have to go manje yabona kanti bokelezelani hambe usirepresenta le so kumele ngiye hey yashona so utena abanye amani so yazi challenge nathi imagine zonke ilwane usifaka under one room
all sorts of
different background spiritual background creed whatever all these things bayikhupha kanjani labantu
that's chaos
and bonke labantu bana ego wabo yangizwa phela amadoda nama ego nyana nje azini ama ego nyana nje ungawanderstand kunamadoda aphiza abafazi because of ego kunabantu abachita nje ngeego ukuthi mina vele nje ngiyangishaya umntwana oyi1 mina ngina 2 na 3 ego nyana nje swakhe so imagine la edanyani bonke labantu bana ego mina bengishayele mina bengenza so ngeke ngizongobani lo boshole ini mina yabona ukuthi tough
yeah it's tough for that
so mangibizwa ngevisit zikhwa ama scamp hey final yeah
now yabona ukuthi
mangifika visit so ngithola mangifika visit ngithola ukuthi ugogwami for the very first time azeje uvane ngikhazi number 2 Peter so yafika la hey batseba magogo bamapedi ngwana ka what wanthabela what wathaking krile ke tofa chelete ke tshwere chelete ba nne ke tsana le yona ke re ke bokae R2000 ka la ska mfa tsamale pito ndakela sutu ditlhako then ofetsa o ye molo patale dinepe di photo umpatale dinepo whatever that yo so I'm just trying to show something but sometimes I was speaking to the ladies earlier ukuthi abanye abantu bathi there's a coincidence and abanye bathi there's no coincidence there's God incident do you get my point so I felt like at that time benginida le nyoko bengimnida umuntu and uNkulunkulu was able to send someone to come and see me at that point in time and sometimes I normally see abanye status abantu babhalo ukuthi yazi ama-status abantu ku WhatsApp angenta neyithela if abanye abantu they are in our lives for a season what and abantu bayakhohlwa uzomuntu that those who are meant to be in my life they will remain sometimes attitude yakho sometimes uNkulunkulu will bring destiny destiny connectors then when because of your stinking bad attitude ubaqosha then uyobhala ukuthi abanye abantu they're not meant to be in my life they can go no
should have been a pastor my man
when I am when on attitude ngiyakutshela ukuthi amanye ama opportunities attitude yethu because ama opportunity amanye attitude as well your attitude need to be in the right space to access amanye ama opportunities and abantu bayabona le yabo
okay
so fast forward ukogama ngithengele isuthu ngimnandi ngami ngograduate out here graduate but let me tell you something remember ngama challenges mangisesigela grade 10 I used to write ama notes ukubhala ama notes ukubhala ama notes you out here bhala ama notes because ngana ama textbook that was a struggle and manje sengigraduate but there's another challenge umama mushonile owamvele nje there's no need ngikhulume ngaye because I don't know the guy I think we met once inyana before once inyana so ithama lami libhora ku November ulilami libhore ngenye indlela ulilami lizongibona ku Sunday first kuzongibona ngigqokile alikaze ngibona libhora lishona ngifuna ukuyizukubhoda le border Wednesday so lengibona Sunday le border Wednesday so lengibona Sunday lithi kimi ungifonele Tuesday ngiyafona akabamba ifoni noma ifoni akayibami Wednesday le border so mama bazongitshela baku social work it's May June ngibhala ama exam I social work yangibiza besazi ukuthi mawungabiza social work kuyi Wednesday ungabhalisanga any course efuna social work
something
siyazi vele mawuphuma sitime fana hayi boy all the best fede boy mangela ngithola antu amathi azingenye indaba ezimbi ubaba khoshonile ngoNovember mama kwathi singakutshela ngotholo yena ngabe ngitshelile I mean abanye abantu guys asibinqinisa come on and they're like mama khoshonile I'm like isa and there is no one connected ne olilam azange be osinalo ona ngithi okay manje plan but hayi sizonqaba already yazi na black communities so kunama issues hey ungcotshela kuphi hey amapolice wakhe and mina ngina mayanga sister nabo hey kulwiwa lapha esabayalo labantu labangaphandle mina ngisejele mangifikisele ngimajela amajita amajita amathando ngathi manje bakuzwela isana boy yo mfana manje ngitami ngiyobhala ama-exam mina ngeke yes bashonile but kunabantu abazali bangazi abazali babo mina at least abazali ngiyabazi nyana so ngeke ngizomosha ama-exam ngabantu abangasekho mina ngiyobhala mfanekele ngithi ngiyekele inafsasi yophula out inafsasi ngeke ithi ngabhala nga 5 subject ngeke inafsasi ithi wena hey yo ngiyobhala and ngiphase kahle uyangithola majita like ayile hayi kahle libe ngabathanda abazali bayo akunandaba uyangithola vele so mase ngizophuma ijive manje because manje angala ngizophumela khona because actually police actually ukuthi mazophuma mele ba verify address so mele beze kuwe wena uthi no ngizoma accept usoli so then khani ngizophuma mina kunzima akunamuntu ofuna responsibility ku plan and in any way kube nama issues ngala ngizophumela khona hey ngena masosho ngitayi guys yesa ni plan masosho bathi isu ngeke senze plan phela manje uyabona ipolice isho kanjalo ngithi mara ngikelezile and ngibhizi ngireform amanye I'm helping you guys to correct offending behavior labantu through education but you can't do anything but hayi so ngeke isikhona iparole board ifuna ifix address so amachita angithi indaba ayihlala angithi mange parole board kunabantu engivana nabo so bayeza so bayaxoxa sectionini because remember life ni kunabanye abantu mawushare into zakhe ezibhlungu nawo bona bayazidlulisa then kuba i-comedy kubo uyamthola like ihobo le vele bengana ngaphandle angithi kunalo zophumela khona phela ejele mangana ndawo yokuphumela ne mfana yo ihlazo ndoda uyangithola and akusinga imiwani kunabanye abantu ndoda namanye basahlele ejele azamba baphume ngeparole because they don't know where to go and it depended before it used to have what you call a halfway house so it will be an NPO that will run that halfway house then I want to address baphumela khona and then in that way they then reintegrate them back to the society but now as I said for the main people are multi funding adlinyuku then abasa meet the mandate and they don't qualify for a second term for a funding that was a challenge so kuno pastor batutaza ngidalo pastor ngiyamlana unokuze ngama Wednesday asifundisa iBhayibheli ngimtshela ejongene situation so yabona ngiyangibona nkelezile athi awungawari nginendawo eBinoni so ichurch la sonto la khona kune room nyana la mapla ngithi ungangitshela ukuthi room lenjani ngifuna ukuphuma nanga don't care that pastor mfethu angenzele yabona ngithola impahla zokuphuma ngiphuma 2012 25 September so already mangiphuma ngihlala no pastor ne so ngihlale naye in a period of 3 months abenenkinga so lo pastor le building yakhe church beyowa i-municipality inyuke bhaya na ama owner asenkingeni na kumela move fortunately my younger sister I thank God for your boyfriend at that time.
Yeah.
So my younger sister bekahlala somewhere bekahlala one. So boyfriend that house okala social effort and said wa move ne boyfriend. So maka move ne boyfriend inezinto phela laba bahlala khona. So mela shi room yakhe nezinto. Isituation amenza ka singimfonela athi hayi kinale room ibile kuyatsamaya ko nna le mama. Ke drive ayo nna le yena ngai room eyo. Vele ngichinchi address ngiyohlala kule. Jo ngiyohlala eThembisa eSivana ya Sivana shute eSivana la bengihlala khona uThamne ila strat lesi mo ekseni mo uvuka mo umi pavement mo bheka le akuna hope mo bheka la akuna hope and I remember because bese ngiqala iHonors yami at that time mangiphuma and bengibhalele Binoni ama exam so kunenye professor bathi Theo van Faith yaseyinisa so ngibhalele ithi ngifuna ukuthi uncede abanye abantwana nge-economics first year what ngithi okay no cool uzathola isincane nyana and that's why I started ukuthi okay sharp mangiphuma I remember I even bought so I went to Isando ngathenga ama handy end ama pine gel so ngaregister company because mina nginesigela phela so ngaregister company and then I would go to house ngina qualification not so sometimes qualification doesn't mean you're not going to struggle. And it doesn't mean you're gonna at the top. Eyakho akusiya bathu. So uqala phansi. So I used to sell ama pine gel.
House to house.
Yeah, mfethu ngifaka school back in. Ngishaya cap ngene. Mangifika ema crash. Usabathathi nesine supply yabazo mambasa ama crash. Mfana basibhayi. And akubheki lo mama like urorekisa yini? No mama the handy end kunale supplier. I check lo check. Mama okay press na umuntu wami ndimi kunale supplier. Uphume rejection leyo mfethu. Rejection mfana uyazi mfana uzawuthini uyava. So I used to sell and lapha eSivana angidazi abantu bamnyama banjani sinjani kahle kahle so manje ngihamba uyovula isiphala shop eKasi ne bafuna ukolotisa baza ku bafuna ukubhaya baza ku my friend siyabazi umuntu waseKasi number kolotise kimi especially abahlala emarumini uPetsin makaholnyanga my pay I'll pay you what nami ngiyasha ama penjela i2 360 rand
fine
kuphi
asabuyi
and umntana sekhaya uthi kimi si half rand because nempahla zakhe la uma stand la bengihlala khona jo la sister ngikhohle masithi uma 23 24 25 uya change it's a message ukuthi ningangijwayeli ningalingi in fact beka change hi sister hello and la uma stand laba bangana inhliziyo embi man yazi la uma stand laba abayi own property so umama kusemakhaya abekene
I see yeah
and ngapha she's not gifted ngezinye izinto so it's more like amadoda ambalekele sifela lokho hlala nestress angiyakutshela jo lapha ngihlele kabuhlungu awuthami ngihlele kabuhlungu la so nginongiphusha kanjalo so one day so I breakthrough yami ifike kanjani awuthami so one day so I minister's office corrections bangifonela bathe soli no man sikhathele ukuthi SABC mayifuna ukuthi bayenza ama interview kufika abantu nyana basikhulume kabi ukuthi kunama cellphone si corrupt sikhathele sifuna wena ba recommend mina nyawo bathi uchere nabanye abantu
so this is correctional service
okay head office la ePitori bangifonela engitsotsi bathi uPet yabona guys nice kancane please asiku podcast ntwana
sure relax
wabona so ngicela kwenza ama interview so ngiqale nge-TV so there's a sister abathu Rose Mtene mkhumbula ukwaba ku Generation angifonela like so likubona story sahawo so Rose Mtene no Lira yabona Lira yeah so and then bonus story sahawo whatever okay cool have meetings and whatever and then ngicela kwenza ama interview go SABC so mangishaya interview ku SABC ngestory sami obvious mina azange bekuma gang azangikwazi abantu azangijole ejele so obvious it's more about me education graduating coming out so ibagaya
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So ngubalande wena ngithi guys, but no yazi ngisoli hamba ukhuluma ne community corrections ngithi guys ngifuna ukwenza ama entrepreneurship summit eKasi, but khona community corrections bangirefer mangifike community corrections azinjani, so mawuye ejele uphumele community corrections bakunikeza ama rules phosphuma ngeparole uyabona bazokungithatha community corrections it okay, so we like the vision, let's partner bese ngiyenze MOU ne correctional services head office in MOU now memorandum of understanding, so they support my project. So mangenza event eKasi baza nge catering bangibhatalela ivenue. I've never paid for any catering because you know why? Because community corrections bebangifuna bebangneeda mina, you know why? Because bebangneeda because mandate the community corrections ukuthi they need to do ama community outreach, and ngeke bawenza ngokwabo. So I used to be their link.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I develop a new program because bengafuna ukuya ejele. You see mina I hate this thing ukuya ekoleni ne ngiyome assembly khuluma nabantwana bayi 800 mangicade ngibe ngithi I've touched 800 lives. For me it didn't make sense. So I designed a program beyidila ngama drugs, tattoos, life before and izinto zingakufaka ejele and education.
Okay.
So isikole besinginikeza abantwana abayi 45, then I'll run a program besingidizana ama pre-assessment tools to assess knowledge abantwana, how far are they, and then ngidizana ama pre-assessment tools. So it was a full-fledged program. Then I started looking for funding from social development. But one day mangihleli I got a call from head office la bathi kuzoba le presentation yeLiberty. So I'm like, presentation yeLiberty skipana ngeLiberty, hayi mina ngilapha ama insurance. Ngona methi wena umrekisi wena vaya maybe ungathola something lapho. So ngiye kule presentation yeLiberty. So iLiberty my presenter it correctional services sifuna ukurana ama financial wellness program, meaning we want to run ama workshops funisa abantu bakithi ngama investments, savings, what. And then they were like marabafuna incorporate. Hayi lento yangidla man, yazi yabo bayisho ngithatha ama contacts wabo there office e Newtown. So mangifika mfethu eKasi ngicabanga ngithi nema labantu laba why bafuna ukwenza la aba incorporate kuphela, because corporate kuzoba nzima. Remember you go to Nando's functioning staff Nando's it's busy, and if they are not busy ama off wabo
They don't want to be
so ngitrust pros ngibaje ukuthi akazi ngeke kulungele into ye-corporate asenze neKasi
simple.
Ngishaya proposal yabo ngiba emailele bangibize for appointment ngibakhulumisa ukuthi lento ngeke ilungu mangiyaza kuma corporate asenze neKasi so but no bara iLiberty sama insurance. So kahle sifuna abantu abane income. Ngithi guys akunamuntu ongana income, umuntu ongasebenzi hambe uyochaya ukuthi inyanga mayiphela uspende manini unokuvela umgayi 20 rand nini nathengise whatever. So kungabe ne income does not mean ukuthi abantu abayitholi inyoka. Kuna bashira wangasebenzi at all mara bana ama weave bayenza amazipho mara baspan kuna ama out angaspan at all mara nini bayaphuza bathenga amakota bana ama etha bana amafoni ama smartphone. So it tells you ukuthi everybody need income one way or the other. It might not be formalized income yakho manje income ay basiphice kele mjo. So bathi bazo implement national the project mina bangayi Gauteng i-target yami it was 3000 yabantu yabona bagayi nezinye le wazi bathina bathi for umuntu e1 so i-sessions over 4 hours they want to bring their own facilitator ne manual, then they want to get database. So i-class it must have abantu abayi 15 ukuya phezulu to constitute a class. And then for the catering bazonka 85 rand, so I can feed each and every person 85 rand. I'm like and then they were like, so guy project fee, so puka neve. And then I sat down, I'm like, I don't need catering company la kahle. You know why? Because ngifuna catering company need to confirm abantu by 25 kuze abantu by 19. Catering companies ofuna yini invoice abantu by 25. Then it's not going to correspond in Liberty kuti how invoice 25 yabantu mara I registered 19. So I said no, yazini ngizekela abantu ba attend the workshop. After 1 hour 30 minutes ngizoba counter ngizama ngobhayi ukudla so ngiyiswazi yini ukubhazi ngimtshele ngizela ama plate so na so namakholi. So he would charge me 35 rand plus amakholi ring 5 rand, so which means I could feed abantu ngama 40 rand, then I have ama 15 rand extra wabona, angangena project fee. So leza le uma Free State Limpopo ziyabhaliseka azenzeni zona ziyaphapha sifuna ama catering company. Remember abantu they can confirm ukuthi uza see date khamila ngale event umuntu abe ne reason ezwakalayo ukuthi angisi omunye due to transport whatever akasakhona ngokuzwakala uyangithola I catering company izokuinvoice abantu abayi30 lapho and ilibathi mayibheke I-attendance register abantu abayi15 uzothi ibhenye imali wena
correspond
bebana ama issues, so they call me so wonga nama issues angiyuse catering company mina I buy iforce iningi go buy kunabantu basingisigawule gas
strategize
but okay ngithi so after 3 months ngashaya before 3 months ngashaya 3000 yami yabantu because I knew ukuthi eKasi mangizothi guys kune workshop elibathi kunama job opportunities futhi nizodla ngithi lunch will be served and drinks I knew ukuthi akekho abahlala bangezi
zwala sonke
I know
siyazwakala
some workshop abahlala gcwele. So after that project they gave me 150,000. There are guys bazokujana manje eKasi abuthulani babenefitile kule mali ya 150k for 3 months. I was like
your pocket.
Yeah, but I share a city. I was like, danke. Mina zangi celebrate ukuthi angithi mina I know my situation. So if nina imali money to celebrate, I mean I know my situation. I know where I come from and I know how I struggled, because sometimes more to you the first thing is how you struggled.
Yeah.
How you went through stuff. And mina ngiphusi. Angana unambhodlela ngifuna icoke. So I was like, okay, sharp. I want to celebrate. I'm fine. Baby girl.
Yeah.
You good?
Wait, awakabe nomuntu.
Yeah?
Awakabe nomuntu.
That time?
Yeah.
Bese nginechika nyana that time.
Ubani?
Ayengishikama la.
Okay.
Hey. Hey, mfethu ayengishikama la. Because lo muntu lona yazwa izare ekugcineni.
Yeah.
Ayabachela baneyithela.
Wenza.
So it's like bakuthanda nama uhlupheka, it's like mangule level nyana lana usahlupheka nyana. Oh baby. Mawuthi banenyuko. Oh so what change?
Bana.
Chele te uchinja vele.
Is it true, ladies?
What?
Okay.
And okay namanye amajita ayachinja. Sakabona imikhaba ukuthi baby girl ujime mara sikatanga nyuko. Beyangasho. Yabona, so it's life. So amajita celebrate mina nginga celebrate. Because remember sometimes mongana nyuko uthami ne. Kumele uhlale wenza research. Whatever field of ngena kuyenza research. So the day uninyuko yazi mina wenzela uthami. Thingibeke so mele ube ne faith. You must faith it till you make it. So
don't fake it.
No. If there's a project, ufuna kuyenza and awuna nyuko, iplan wenza research ngayo, because you never know imali uzoyithola nini. By the time imali ifike ukuthola wena vele nje vele already.
This was something.
Uyangithola?
Yeah.
It's very important. So I mean I was planning around ukuthi how to move, how to do things. And bengathenda ama workshop. So I told myself ukuthi I know where I come from. So bengathenda ama business workshop apaya. 4 ways until bengana ndaba nje bengathathi 500 rand yokudena ngithenga iticket ngingathenda i-workshop e4 ways. So what I will do ngibheka ama speaker ngathi hallo yafuneka iprofile ngaka mangaku events ongithatha serious because uthi ngibhadala iticket ngize ku event, and after event during networking mani yodla mina ngiyekuyodla ngiyakuwo lama speaker lawa top nama network la on the ground ang network nani ngizonibona ngiyale kulezi besikhuluma lezi, because lezi besikhuluma there's a reason why bese stage besikhuluma, there's a reason why bezikuma post. So I go to them, I say hey man I like what ngikhotha into eshule encane ngicela i-email address. So by the time ngizoma email or ngimo WhatsApp uyangazi angisomuntu omusha, then I propose.
Nice.
So I used to attend my business workshop. That's why I'm connection bar good business. Apaya business workshops and whatever wabona. And ngapha ngenza ama interview ku SABC. So sometimes ngiba famous on TV mara ngibroke nyana abantu bangicelebrate mara nginanyuka nginandaba. Ngivana ile wave kunandaba kusalayo wabona. And then bengine interest ukuthi mangifika eEdgars uthola ama push in and sticker say Edgars bana ngaphansi abhala made in Taiwan. I'm like nah man abana ba supply la mostly ngase warthabo wana ama container lapha ecargo side not the airport straight. Who are the people abashipa lezi zinto lezi? A lot of stuff is bhala made in Taiwan, made in China, and then mangibheka kuma mall at top even na life festival mall kune shop kuthiwa iFlower. Lama mall la ama Podcst own ama Nigerians own ama Senegalese. There's nothing wrong with that, but how do they access lama goods lawa we Italy what I was like nah man La kunento ehamba. Ngiyifuna lento. So there was a guy bekaseJozi bekana lama shop lapha isimpahla ezitop zamajita. Ngamlanda. So ngathi kuye my guy asilethe shop yakho silethe eThembisa. Kune Besheka small so he was interested. So ngazama kumthola ispace angisisithola. Then ngambuza ukuthi usithola kanjani lempahla? But I go to Turkey, sometimes I go to China, I go to ngathi nami ngiyafuna le business. Yabona? Ngenza research. Namajita mangisedanya bathanda ukuthi mawubuye ejele ngeke uyithole ipassport. Mawubuye ejele what. Sometimes abantu banokhuluma into bangazazi you know, and sometimes mawubelieve into abantu bazikhulumayo you'll remain efana uzoba broke for the rest of your life mina ngayijuice fika ngathi passport nga-apply yaphuma but no questions let's say that China embassy China embassy sentini ngathi visa
approved.
If I'm approved I'm like abantu banamanga. But already I knew because remember when I told you about stories of nefsa seche. Abantu banamanga jo. Abantu banamanga jo. Should bavela bakhulumkhethe into ukuthi wena wangeni kuyo. Then I started going to China, my man. You can check my post baba. Being inwele yongitshela for call. So la buthiki mangihlala ngiyabheka inwele ta. Okay. So
that's nice.
It's okay. We'll get there one day. Yeah, you know. Because I used to go to there's a hair trading center in Kule, China. So Ekwanzo. So I used to go there and buy hair, then I learned about hair. At that time I would like Asabashama grade A. I was thinking some grade 12 ink supply. I'm a gene. So I'm going to import and export. Obvious. Ngala mali yami breakthrough libathi. Obvious. No ngiyamove ekas plus mina vele ayikabi ngikhulile ekas mari ikasa ngilithanda.
Why?
So ikas funny right mangishaya around. No, I feel like livala ingqondo. You know sometimes now sometimes it's cool ukuthi go drive uye boma 10 Fenrich. 4 ways. Uyobona impilo. See abantu bamba ngama Lamborghini and Porsche, it will stress your mind. One of my property, it will stress your mind. But
there's life, boss.
And once your mind is stressed, then you'll think outside the box. You'll aspire to be there. But most of the guys we are a boy santa, we are a hangout, we are boy gas. And here's a typical example. When come on to give, as I'm taking motashala give, we are pume charting again, you are hustling a punch. Come on, then to tell us something out here. So I'm going to tell you guys to be honest. I'm around the customer and full time because nothing on the shrink. Even because wanna it dusty, I'm a venture, and then that's it. And then I'm going to then you are walker, we are a Besheka small. So we what? If you get a Lamborghini, something bigger that will stretch your mind. If you get a pelonga and go Google, na go YouTube, na go Twitter, and the imigos, I was so miss goody, and no mahala was such old by and whatever. Then it's snacks. We understand?
Yeah.
So it's not something to build eye, but it's so stretching on there. That's why I'm about to go. That's why I don't believe you to challenge in 6 million.
Yeah.
I can say go now, challenge in 10 million. And more than 10 million. You need to ask yourself one question: how can I afford that thing? I can't afford it. Because once you say I can't afford it, so you can't think beyond. And I'll have another option. So you must say, how can I afford this thing? What can I do? How can I fundraise?
So much export and import. License yakho uyithole kanjani?
Easy. So by the time you understand the import, so what do you used to do? Because import and export. Actually, theory. Being in a workshop, lang 29. I was telling the guys, I need to take you to China and show you my processes. Because number one, I want to understand the currency. There's no need. There's an app, but in the app, yeah, XE. Yeah, it's an XE. So, for example, if we're in China, I need to notify a bank, ABSA. Because remember, Baba's only cut lako. There's a transaction overseas, they will assume you fraud. And by the time they try to call you, they can't get hold of you because you're only active go WhatsApp. So that's why you block account, so we report the bank. And manage my app, there's a function up on the app if you are overseas, we are with 7 days, 14 21. And then you can go to overseas and whatever. So XE you bonisa ukuthi mawu punch uthi una 10,000 rands in your account. It then converted to $1 and to my yen. So you know ukuthi okay, ku 10,000 rand ngina 4,500 yen. So that is in your mind. So when you get to China, mawufaka I card lakho ATM, limit it's 3,000 yen. So keep it 3,000 yen. Then you know selling a 1.5 yen. Then you buy stuff. I mean, it doesn't need PhD, right?
Okay.
But then you have to understand ukuthi before you thenga istock kumele uthenga ama kg. So mina ngaba nge-Emirates. So you must go to office as Emirates uthenga ama kg. Ama kg space. So you buy a space. So let's say uthenga ama GNI 800. So nama GNI 800 it simply means kuzoba ama 32 kg i5. So you must buy ama 32 kg i5. It's a space. Yangithola iflight awumanimani uthenga izinto ngathi seJozi ungene taxi uthenga space because remember iflight babheka before ezihamba babheka I-weight yomthwalo plus I-weight yabantu because overweight can cause a flight to crash. So you need to know those things. Then import and export license is a SARS amahala lento le. You just go to SARS and you apply. Simple. As abantu bashawa yini uthi and this thing abantu bayenza. It is a must. It's a must to be in a company. I registered company like Cyprus 175. Nelunga?
Yeah, 175.
Register company. Hambo vula business account. Mawufike ebank ufika uthi ukuthi guys, ngicela business account, i-product LS because i-company amayenza imali. Then after business account when the tax clearance. Obviously uthola ne-BE certificate. Then une company. Then whatever into wenza wena uthengisa i-Mofire or imnandi chili sauce or whatever into uthengisayo. Yonke imali wenza uyilahlela ku business account. Then ukhetha a specific day, maybe every the second of the month. You transfer from business account to your account, maybe 100 rand, 200 rand. So that thing izokunceda ukuthi wazi ukuthi wena you can only live within i-2 clipper every month. And it builds credibility for your business yakho. So when more opportunities come, then you are able to access them because a business yakho has been running. You don't need to have a like establishment like this one. Even if more things are amazamba nestarting, thatha le mali leyo uyifake ku-account yakho ye-business uziholise every month. Pay a salary to your personal account. Le mali uyithola ku-podcast whatever, put it to a podcast account, business account, transfer it to a personal account. If it's 100 rand, it means wena kwamanje ilife yakho is 100 rand.
Okay. That's
interesting, yeah?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So by the time you apply labo import and export, let's apply a company yakho. So it's much easier.
There's already a cash flow.
And remember, each and every America and Britain, probably it could be ngabanzima ukuthola visa kuya America. You know why? Because America bayibhomeka cool. Inama maningi. So obviously ama rules abo ukuthola visa azobanzima. But in China, they are manufacturing hub of iPhone on its own, designed in California, assembled in China. You know why? Because China is one of the countries that can balance manual labor and capital intensive machine. To get my point? So they didn't get rid of manual labor at all and introduce capital intensive machine. So they could balance that. So there's still enough production in China. Low fagi cover, low fagi in. So to produce iPhone, California, it's expensive than in China. So in China it could be $70 for example. So to America it's $120.
Oh, so they are.
That's why I want to perform mass production. They go to China.
Yeah.
China is the hub.
So that's why I went to import. And more import and export. You don't focus in South Africa. Guys, let me tell you something. It's like this podcast. I am going to say Tembisa or Gauteng. Idea out here. From today, you must understand that. I idea for a castle or for a province. It's international. So you must think international idea. That's because of ikota yakho ifelile Tembisa, therefore idea isebenza. Okaye Cape Town, okaye Foslorus, okaye kuphi. Okaye naseGhana. Wazi makota seGhana wena. Okay, wasezimo yawazi wena. Okay, waseBotswana makota yawazi wena.
So already.
Okaye naseBotswana. Guys, we need to think beyond, guys. We need to stop this thing yokubheka local kakhulu. Ni flying, guys. Mina passport ami igcwele, nibekuzuzana naye ngisheka yini fare. Passport ami igcwele. Dubai ngena ngiphuma. Ngithola. Take it everywhere, yangeneka jo. Go there jo. Podcast it should be international. So and where it starts ukuthi you must see yourself as a global citizen. Get rid of this thing with I'm a South African. And then what? Senzeni. Okay, Senzeni, guys. I mean, come on. Hey, I mean, no, you're a global citizen. And in a technology, we can access everything now. You can transact, you can, in fact, kumnani technology, in fact. You understand? So, the space import and export, is grand. And more than that, ngoba ufunu supply a gas in no. Bege Botswana. Do you know how many guys bengihamba nabo suke eBotswana, abo sister abaningi, nabasuke eSwaziland? Because bonke bagibela eOrthambula. And sometimes I'll use route asezimini. Ngithatha ibus eBramfontein 5 clipper ukuyezimi 12 hours ukuyezimi. Because ngibalekela iTaxi yaseOrthambula iCustoms. Yangapha mangena ngasezimbi okubalula. Mangifika ezimi obulawayo ngigibele iEmirates, ngifike eDubai ngichinche ngiyeChina. From here to Dubai, it's 7 hours 30 minutes. From Dubai to China, 7 hours 30 minutes. It's hustling.
Yeah, no, it's hustling.
It's hustling. It's hustling. Because good things, they don't come to those who wait. They come to those who hustle. You understand? Even if more what? This book. Bullets and Roses.
Bullets and Roses.
Nokukanya Patience, Sisimramba. A very nice book. She talks about the struggles and all these things, how she overcame, and how she found love, what, and so forth. So, the author of this book, when God gave her the vision to write this book, it's a ministry, because this book is going to change lives. But this book is not for South Africa. It has to be in France. It has to be in China. If it needs to go to France, interpreting as French, it's fine. Okay, for example, China. So, which means the guy who is on the phone, most of us consume international brands. So those guys, they understood the vision. That's why we consume their product. So we need to venture into import and export, and we need to change the mindset with guys. Stop thinking overseas for your vacation. From January until November, so that December, bazo Phuket. I mean, really? Lamanza se Phuket you are setebe. Because ba swimming costume and check in Mauritius, check in Phuket. Tatan le mali, go to Italy, go and see ama markets in Italy. Create ama relationships, tatani tombe, buyani, create a catalog. Go to China, go and create ama relationships na manufacturers into Zipangara. Is an a catalog. Unu Phuket. Shoot from January to December. Oh, banking man go December na. Uyohlala kulezo into bayibiza lesasitulo sabo. Uthola abahleli kanje. Basazi. Babekele into ezigreen, basibiza into ezigreen lezi. Basibiza ama cucumber. Babeke inyawo kanje. Angithathe ngale engele mngani. And then what? Guys, come on, guys. People who go overseas for a vacation are people who are celebrating something. They've achieved a particular milestone in their life. They've reached a particular milestone in their life, so they go overseas to celebrate. That's why I'm working up for small. When you're out here, I'm young girl about to hey, pity base Mauritius, Nemeria. It let us telling a young girl, good ones are nigh. The told I'm telling what the Minang supplier, Yam choose, is a multi-billionaire. Interesting it, you don't just go there and you vacation. You must work, guys. Vacation,
you must talk the language.
Vacation,
So the vacation must be a celebration.
Yes. How normally? Like guys, can we just accept sometimes with guys, this thing is not for me. I still need to work hard. Go imagine they are 20. It's like again, 23,000. 23,000, you shall escape in abuphonic badlala phezulu. Umameli house emanzini.
Nothing new.
Nothing new, yeah.
Why they deserve that? They've got money. They've worked so hard. Oh no man. And we patanisile. Check in. Oh, life is too short. You know, people when they want to waste money. Oh, life is too short. Mara usaphila mos.
Yeah. Why don't
Usaphila.
you just take that opportunity?
Usaphila mos. Life is too short. Usaphila akusaphila mfethu. So why life is too short usaphila? And into buhlungu ukuthi you don't know your spending account yeah. How old are you?
35.
What if uNkulunkulu uthe wena uzokubeka until uba na 82? And if ungazi into is right man, which means you're still going to struggle for the next how many years? 40 something.
YOLO.
Huh? Guys, come on. Ngapha speaking about international brands. We must stop this thing. There's the lady bekathi my wena solo ngiyazi who has international brands awathanda ngithi no akutangwathandi. Guys, can we just wake up? I mean, ibheke LV okay shama uyivule uthola ngaphakathi guys. Okay, let's just be honest. I mean, guys, really.
Next.
Yeah? Sibreka ngama Versace, sibreka ngama what. Guys, why? And as abantu abanjani. So lo muntu lo busy ngama international brands. Ingosi yakhe ibe fashion design. The very same person support my child. Uyahlanya when you've never supported. You've never bought anything as a cars wena man. Next, no more fire fuck all. And now we are facing unemployment.
Yeah.
If we can support our products. And lento leyo njani ila. Yabona. Ila. Ubona abantu umuntu uyazi uyevela ku TV mfethu. Big platform. Ngiskipha seNike bana. iNike ayimazi. Ayimpatali, don't even care. Kunentwana ekasi ishaya impahla. Thatha iskipa saka Sbu. Skinny Sbu sokho iskipa sakhe. Uya TV.
Simple.
Sibhayi intwana ezikasi ezinempahla. Busy promote international brands. Busy ukhoma ngawo, uzubheka ngawo. Mina ngisonga some international brands. Kunabantu ekasi and after khala ngeunemployment and the very simple people unga create an opportunity for ba affect wena. Yabona? I'm glad sine drips nebhat. Sinabo spellet. We should embrace those products, guys. Elviyani kunentombazane esemabopani ishaye uSelina bag. We need those bags. They're nice. You know Mandela said one day ati but lento lesha sonke ila sifela emqondeni. Mandela said bakaphumejela I think beka fly overseas. So mangene flight in ishana uMandela then we bag. Mangene flight in. Makathi tla one of the pilot umuntu omnyama. What ish? Malete yabe ukuthi remember when we were abantu abamnyama. So in his mind he was like yo makudrive umuntu omnyama yo sizofika nje. So we still have that thing okuthatha abantu abamnyama. And as respect and praise abantu abamnyama. That's why we always saying ha re tla o supporta Karabo. No, let's go support Karabo. Why go international brand I need to support? I hate that name. Ha re tla o support. Lena, let's supporting. Why should you really pity nyana?
It's like a favor.
Why was that will buy your product?
Yeah.
Why guys? You understand? Uyakhoma ushaye what ubona ngathi utop. We've got brands. Let's consume our own brands. We're bashing our own brands. We're bashing our more fires. Bakhuluma kabi. Hey this, hey that. We're bashing everything. Ingosi yakho ndani yona manje ngifuna si support. I saw you guys ben no makhathi la, right?
Yeah, there's no makhathi, yeah.
Imonile apusha lateki lakhe.
Yeah.
And now she needs to be very very careful.
Yeah.
Akusamelanga ukuthi agcoka ama direct.
She must always
Amanye ama brands mela shaye local so that's khona kumsupport because it's like an author ufuna sengincwadi manje akazi wathenga incwadi omunye umuntu. Akazi ufunda ezincwadi zabanye abantu.
bafuna support.
Yabona? Sifelajo. Bonke labafana laba amapiano babheke mfethu ne. Angali mfethu ngibona omunye ngoba sekane inyuku uthola inyuku $1 usibonisa iLV 100,000. So now there's a young boy who's looking up to that guy. What are you saying to that young boy? And social media is dangerous because now everybody wants success yakhe. Mara akasibonisi la uyakhona.
Yeah. It's always the case.
I get a final product. So now this youth bananga na lifestyle. That's why umuntu manje ufuna ukuba artist. Ambomana ubuze yonke le youth la azokutshela hayi mina ngifuna ukuba artist. Hayi mina ngiyacula ngi-MC bonke. You know why? Because of the influence bakoni success yeah. And there's more that they can do.
Yeah.
So guys, let's move away from our intentional brands, guys, man. Come on.
Yeah. No, so tell us about the chili slave.
Okay, this chili.
Yeah.
I'm a co-founder of Chili. So we're sitting is a UK chili. So now I'm in a quote as UK. But now it's letting up, and now we're trying to see a plant ngase wood meat.
Okay.
Because my say I pay, but last year pay la khona sifuna kube ne plant shop so that you can access the funding. Because my guy, we must understand one thing, ne? Why abantu abamnyama thina abantu bamnyama sasaba ukukhuluma ngemali, like for example, once you have an idea product like this one or any product, okay, sure, now you need to think who are the potential funders, ne? And who are the potential investors. If it's an NPO, who are the potential sponsors, donors, and funders as well. If it's a PTY, who are the potential funders and investors. Then you go and do a research.
It's all about the research.
Then we check our requirements. Okay, these people, they fund immediate because any mandate in the funding. So immediate funding, they fund 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now my requirements are wapalapan. Then you go and work on those requirements. Have SABS, Lana, have Proudly SA, have everything. Work on these things. Then later, most of my requirements, then you approach the funder. Sometimes when you approach the funder, they want to fund you, Mara. At that time, they don't have a mandate, they don't have a funding for your project out. But my point is, we need to constantly sense the research in terms of funding. And then sometimes, ne? So let's say you ufuna Malin, I said 100,000 for example. Ngati buy, ne? No, I see buy. So more than 100,000, you're like, okay, sharp. Back to that thing here, Chuguti. How can I raise 100,000? So sharp, if you think I'm a case of 524, it's 150. So if you think it's a 11, it's only per 240. So it's 90 rand. So let me give myself 3 years to raise 100,000. Then you go sell. Or okay, kune yikhona by papel. It is ama kunya ngifaka imince meat ne jam. And I give myself 3 years to raise. So you are selling lama kunya lawo to raise 100,000. Eh. If project are 100,000, we better know hand. Life is a measure, but unfortunately, so.
You work on your goal.
So if this project for you who relay say about 200,000, now we need to strategize, my guy. How do we fundraise it? Okay, I know advertisers, but we don't get there. But how do we fundraise outside this? What can we sell? What can we sell? Can we create a platform where people can come and sell the products? Learn what can we do? What can we sell? You understand? Then you give yourself 3 years or 4 years. Then you are fundraising you. Then about discipline. Then which means I was setting 800 rand per month, so taking 80 rand. Then which means I was wasting money. Social WhatsApp status. Papi's about my server and talk. Do you know what this Savannah? Do you know what this Savannah was stuck out at one stage?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, it was.
You know what? Introduce our band.
South Africa.
Introduce our bega pezgo and talk about
free advertising.
Bazawanza a challenge. How many black products do we have, guys, that are struggling on the ground?
It's a lot.
Start my picture to Isavania Vela or whatever you have a 30 picture. You think it's swag. Guys, come on. Okay, then from Lentole. It was we one Muslim, promote.
Giving free advertising.
Free advertising, guys. And we are Maz Mungana good is always in well. Our guys will post a product work, Marcon post Savan. There's someone who must you in your cycle or things or something or running what. Our guys are posting what you are going. Maro post a Masavani, a potential brands. I mean, come on. Guys, come on.
Yeah, so I also had to go see Ichiliako, it would pick one of the pick and pay.
Yeah, Esteras.
Yeah. How did it get there?
No. Remember, I'm a franchise. So, back niggas are 30% or 20% to bring anything with now. In my shelfie. Okay. So it's up to you. It's upon your discretion. Good no, letter in with fire is always the man. When my franchise has there's a 20%, 30%. Back niggas are good no la. On a fire stock of those things.
Easy as that.
Yeah. So you must approach them. So on the product, guys. Money, idea, chili sauce, or whatever, guys. Do research now. Uguze even in the mainstream. If none. And we're going to. If he doesn't call you 3 times, guys, busy. We're busy. Hey. when he loves you, first thing in the morning when he wakes up, he'll think about you. See, busy. We think about this. We want money. We can't think about you. I'm going to call us now later. Oh, I'm going now. Guys, see, busy. So I'm going to go as a marriage status. I'm like, you want anything in a relationship about any phone? Because I feel like it don't want to move. How many people who are depressed in a relationship? In fact, even to a point to go to South Africa, there's a hashtag which means we can't go beyond alone. So which means there's no hope. There's no hope for marriage. So, and if there's no hope for marriage, we'll remain with broken families. And broken families, they give birth to absent fathers, absent mothers. I wanted to that shy. Mina ngasitshela, yazi mina ngatshela into one. Kunesisitho mina ngisithandayo ngibuka ku social media siveze ikati lisibheke kumira mara ikati libona ilion. Mina mangiphuma I said to myself, I'm not a criminal record. I don't care what the system says. That's me. Number one, I'm not a criminal record. And that will open my mind that I can knock everywhere. Number two, I come to a stigma. Maona mtwana ungashatanga stigma. Maona shati longathole mtwana stigma. Maona 25 ungana moto ungana indlu stigma. Maona age ungasebenza stigma. Maona sebenza ungana ndlu hlele room stigma. More petty immobile is stigma.
It is.
So why would I worry? That's why I don't feel pity for myself. I hate people who feel pity for themselves. Ufuna sibe kule pity party yakhe. Oh shame, next. Now that mindset, ngathi uthi ngana criminal record. And I mean I'm going to share my story. I don't care who says what. And let me tell you why. Let me cost my relationship because you know why? I'm going to relationship with my board of directors.
Yes.
There's a board of directors. So when you're dating someone, kuno muntu report kuye mthanga. Either umcho or mtana give. Kuno muntu amchelisi. I met this guy. You know what they do? One kamala koso. Now they start checking me on Facebook. And like, what does he do? You don't trust people. Google him. Google. It's a brr. Ex-inmate, served 15 years.
Yes.
Sorry, how are you? Can I see you tomorrow? You'll see me. Can I ask you something? Are you going to be offended? No. Next. Now I must explain. I was you know, I was near Port of Direct. Then she goes back to Port of Direct. Who mgani? Or ngana go high. He was so rude ka history high. Why ufika ngekan? Then mina ngakwata ukuthi wangibuza ngepastor. Because uyazazi wenza abortion at 12. We don't know about those things. Uyazazi ubusy udlala abantu ithende. Uyazazi udishonest. Uyajola wenzani. Uyazazi. So wenza umuntu ongcono ngami. So I don't allow anybody to put me. In fact, ngeke uzongidiscourage wethu. Angeke. You can't demotivate me. Is the right word? Demotivate. Demotivate. The opposite of motivate. So I can tell you now with the podcast live. Ungangithatha yonke enginayo manje. Ungama pijama bale Tembisa Hospital. Yongilahlela le emkhukhwini oduze osekdenes kontiri. Come back after 6 months. Ngishanga double story emkhukhu da. Mawufika ukuthi ufuna usoli bathi awusoli. Oh usu chairperson yethu. Yeah, no nanga ri chairperson yethu. So mina ngeke uyawuzama ungidonsa. Like you do know how many times mangifika airport? I told you a story. How many times mangifika airport? I-flight might go to Wuma, but singaphumi. Kungene head of security airport, kungene SAPS, kungene head customs. Babiza amagama wonke abayi3 elami likhona. Bayamazisa ngalabafunelami. You know why? Because there are people who don't believe in themselves ukuthi they can make things happen. So when I make things happen, they're like, no, things are drugs. You know how many times in Varo airport? Ngichile lapha office yamaphoyisa. Basasha. Bamosha into zami. Angithi bayangala bayistadlezana esikhipha amalake esikhiphe ezami bafuna amatheko amakhiphe ezami. Basasha bangatholi nix. Phela inkinga phela manje sebamosha amabheko wami. Manje isikhathi sami sokuthi manje ngiact. Bese mina ngithi mina nginankinga well ngifuna nje advocate ngamabomu. Ngamabomu nje. Case nani ngani ngafuna advocate ngamabomu. babe inkinga sebancenga ukuthi no they gonna lose their jobs sengesikho bangazi la airport bangazi kahle. You know why? Because we data abantwana aba low self esteem. So what they do labantwana abane low self esteem, ufike life yakho athi athatha ama picture athi mina umngane wakhe Poppy bona Poppy yar ubereka kae. By the time so no one questioned my source of poverty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, wabona ke jive bano. I worked. Kispan.
Yeah.
Oh, kispan.
So, Mr. Soli, story sounds interesting. Do you have a book, Mara?
Not now, because I don't want to write a book like a story sack.
Yeah.
I want to write something like a guidebook. So, for example, I'll say, this is what happened for me to find myself in a space where I was a criminal.
Yeah.
And now this is a way out. I want to write something like a guidebook.
Sure.
I think you have now, because we've been talking for like 2 hours, 45 minutes. This can be an audio book. This.
You know? Yeah.
About your story.
So those are the lessons that I think we guys, let's stop in ukuzinyatsa man. Don't look down upon yourself because of begomunye umuntu ngeLV. Guys, focus on your dream. Focus on your vision. And the thing is, when God is calling you, against conference call. Ukubiza uyi-one, actually ngevision yakho uyi-one. So there's no need to don't understand. Push it. And sometimes uNkulunkulu will test you nge-1,000 rand. Kunabanye abantu ne just kwatloka nje 2,000.
I see.
Akasashayile okay ushaye okay ye-K encane. Sesiyazi ukuthi
Shubile manje.
ama project abhaya abantu basipana bonke grand kungena ifunding ye-2 million seniyacabana. Then you deviate from the actual vision.
Yeah. Kills a lot of
anisapotani. You like la match there was a match asekas lawa yaspanda ngisipana kamnandi vanga golf 6 ngama Friday yakulanda yakuphosisa na Saturday na Sunday nidla inyama ne chilies Monday yespanini manga mfoni la Wednesday uthi ngicela imali yegesi 100 rand ngisele ngama minutes ethu ngeke akugaya.
Yeah.
Manga athi ngicela 50 rand ufuna ukuyisando ngathi bayaqasha ngeke akugaya. Manga athi ufuna 20 rand ufuna ukuya internet cafe uyenze CV ngeke akugaya. You know why? Because ufuna wena all social nizandla. Gqoke kahle, umuhle, unemoto enhle, ushaya ngochero ntswembu, what. He will do anything. And that's a false love. Ngeke uyibone. Mara umjomini uyangithanda uzongilanda Friday. Mara uhleli ka left. It's like those ladies abathandaza. But God help me ngicela indlu. Akasho uthi ngicela kuba yi-owner indlu, uthi ngicela indlu. It's cool. Ngicela imoto. Kulukula mnike indlu mara through a boyfriend. Be specific. Give me a property and you own it for abantwana bami.
Yeah, simple. Yeah.
Busy nabantu la busy. Guys, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But guys, the mindset, guys.
Yeah, the mindset, yeah.
The mindset, guys. See yourself, visualize yourself somewhere. You know? Ula manjela. Go there, get a menu there, buy a latte. Just drink it, man, and enjoy the space, man, and you know, and just chill and think about your dreams and vision.
Yeah.
Sometimes I laptop in a restaurant I can be. Kuna project.
Yeah.
I can tell you now what about that. Akuna nix there. That's umwana ngani. Umuntu wakho sentone one. Because they understand the law of attraction. And the problem is sometimes you stuck go past that nangengcondo. I've lost the mode, I've lost whatever. Now you need to get rid of these things and get new things for your law of attraction to be activated. But it cannot be because you still kule past. Yabona uJames ungethile and nalento ukuthi mohlukana nomuntu ubhizo create amabhokasi account ku Facebook to check ukuthi impilo yakhe enjani. That's the problem because that guy will post iPM abuloko umngane wakhe or that girl will post aseshangayo urukuphi then ubona inhliziyo ebhlungu. And ukhohle ukuthi awusunkulunkulu wena. Ukungathanda umuntu ukuhlangana nomuntu or whatever, it doesn't mean uzohlupheka.
Yeah, true.
Umuthi wena? No. If umuthi change your life yakho.
So any projects
Yeah, plenty. So now on a book review, because I don't like this since it's like mangejele ngizama chitapa mangizejele masikhuluma ejele uze ngebm nyane for series nyana sakatshela ibosha azi ngipakene ngaphandle man, that's not the point. That's not the point, guys. That's not the point. You can drive X6, it's fine. Umntwana kufunda phi?
Yeah.
Thina sibheka lezi zinto lezi. Une-investment enjani? Ucreate imisebenzi engakho wena. Ngibonisa any establishment oyenzile wena ecreate imisebenzi. Wangibonisa X6. Give me value. Thina abantu sibheka value. You understand? It's not about ukuthi uhamba ngani. That's not how. Abanye abantu are not even fans emoto thina. Iza kuma property. Then we'll show you ukuthi thina ayisinja thina property hayi.
Yes, great.
Into zethu. You understand? So isn't it futhi nazina value. Yabona? So I don't like this is ukuthi uthola umuntu athi mina ngiona this. I mean, come on, don't do that, man. You understand? No, don't. So anything enyenzayo, it has to speak to community development, vision acceleration, personal growth and personal development. Everything enyenzayo.
Okay.
Yazi mina ngosiphi stage out. Shoot mina I don't care ukuthi ngilezi, I don't care ukuthi nginamali nebhenki anginamali, I don't care. What I care about is impact. Yeah, impact. Ngithola ama inbox abhaya abantu, hey wanka interview business ami so, hey man ungiconnected lana ngiso, for me it's enough. Yeah, I don't care. So nge-23 zaka August sine book review business seminar. It's more like a community of authors. Yeah. So we're trying to exhibit incwadi. We're trying to inculcate the culture of reading because we feel like it's declining. That's why I have this book today. To promote this book as well, you know. So that sibene seminar sihlangane and let's network ngeincwadi, you know. And then sizabane the main one I think we'll see one of the it is named Captain Park in December.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the current one mizo yenza ini
23 August.
23 August.
Yeah, 23 August.
Yeah. No, we'll be there.
Yeah. No, please come, guys. You know. Yeah. 23 August was Shayona. So and yeah, we'll see ukuthi uNkulunkulu sithatha sise kuphi jo, because the mandate is clear, it's crystal clear, is to uplift abanye abantu. Anything wenza ngaplift abanye abantu khohle. Tina, we're not in this thing ukuthenga ama Lamborghini nama Range Rover sinandaba nazo ezenu lesi, as we don't care. Tina, we're more about, so one of the vision engina is to buy a land. I want to build a very huge skills development center at the top. Those are our visions in our, you know. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now.
Oh, nice. I feel like we didn't have enough time, even though we spoke for like 2 hours. We need to do this again.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
We really need to do this.
As long as there's a guy's last says I'm a video agile network.
Yeah.
So I was bashing him, so he went to his Facebook.
Yeah.
Obvious. If I go to my Facebook now and say, which story is the best? Abantu bamla. They'll say yours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So this guy goes there and say, who's the best narrator story sake? People that say him, I'm like, no. If you want to compete, just say isiphi story impacting impilo zabantu. Because remember, telling a story, it's not about how you narrate your story. It's about the impact wenza ebantwini. Somebody who's on the brink or on the verge of committing suicide, you spoke something powerful. That's an impact, guys. Not this ongoing this thing. You understand?
Sure.
Yeah, so I like guys are spending, you know, I spend punctual. Umalima once said something profound. He once said, because he has the appointment with the future. And he has to make it to the appointment. That was very profound. So now where we're struggling now, cook your vision. Because we still have 50 years to live. You always there spend a coin. Nah, build this thing. Do whatever that you have to do. And whatever you post on social media, whatever, make sure you post to educate, to motivate, to give people hope, and to make an impact. You're not posting just because of you are doing something. Mindset. Mindset.
Okay. Relationship.
Relationship
wise, man.
Yeah, no,
I don't see anything on your, the Western culture.
Next thing yashada.
Yashada.
Next year. Next thing yashada.
Are you in a relationship now? Because I know there will be viewers but seeing a handsome gentleman ring a sharp.
I'm in a next thing yashada.
Nobody.
That's what I can say.
Nobody.
I'm finding some reviews on board. No review.
Yeah.
And that's Facebook. I sometimes Facebook. I'm finna go any interaction. Because sometimes I'm stress kakulu. Gabor. And look Facebook. Mangas. Yes, mangati. Yeah, it's just in intrupego. Ngakulma something in intrupego. Oh, my 600 likes. Man, ngakulma nge success nyan 14. It tells you that button greater than poverty. Why is it so much? I'm going to post on Facebook and say, we struggle, it's fine, we accept you are struggling. One day it's one day. And then go and say, we're not going to struggle. Struggles are something of the past. We're moving up. We're going higher and higher.
2 likes.
2 likes. I'm going to post a forklift. And I was like, why am I going to post a forklift, guys? I'm going to 2 likes. But Mankga poster the cheapest car in the market. 3,000 likes. God is good. Because in social media, it's a good you post a land and say I bought a land. 2 likes, 1 share. Mara posti project or posti moto or patalago installment. Do you know what gonna monto or shala iwin Mandela on a stand esaki?
Yeah.
Cook 1 room. Wamang a test. I koloti, the stand esaki, cook 1 room. Work. When you meet rent in a complex, you paying rent. Access agla complex you renting. Wamang BMW X5. Access support an installment. Who's rich? Kula by 2.
The winning Mandela guy.
But in our society, who's rich? Mindset.
No, Mr. Soli, thank you very much for coming through and then not in fit to serve. Hey, Fandax Lene.
With the
Hey, you.
I usually ask a lot of questions, but I'm glad I was just listening and digesting.
Hey, we always ask questions. Tina Wule podcast late.
I know.
Hey, but today, it's quiet. Yeah.
No,
thanks a lot.
No, thank you so much to KMP Podcast.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everyone who's listening, thanks.
Yeah,